And now Jarhead will explain the meaning of "sock it to me." Oh, I really don't know what the fuck that means. What does it mean? Sock
It
it
just
to me.
means it literally just means give it to somebody, like just fucking give it to them, whether you're punching them or
Okay.
they're getting their just desserts, something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Fucking sock it to him. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, it hit me with your best shot kind of thing, right?
There we go. Damn, you just fucking. Speaking of Jarhead, is like being in a time machine, huh? Like he just takes you back. Bam. It's fucking 1989 now. What the fuck? Um,
Fucking Ninja Turtles just came out, Little Mermaid, all that shit,
yo,
1989.
I watched every fucking Disney movie ever. My cousin Vanessa, she was Asian. She was half like fucking Mexican, like from my aunt's side, and her dad was I don't know how do you say it. Is it Laotian? Laotian? Or from Laos? I don't know what the correct term
Yeah,
is,
it's
but
Laotian.
Laotian. You got a house there or like a summer fucking island right there somewhere?
Oh shit, no man, it's where I grew up in the Midwest is like agricultural. So back in the 80s and 90s, a lot of immigrants, a lot of Hispanics, but also Vietnamese, Laotians, Cambodians moved, to work in the packing plants and shit. So I actually knew a bunch of Laotian families.
Yeah, fucking. So yeah, it was me and fucking what the fuck what the fuck was I talking about? Something about my Asian cousin Vanessa. I forget what the fuck I was gonna say. Um, but yeah, fucking, she was cool. I grew up living with her. Like most of my childhood before like maybe like fourth grade or some shit. I always lived with her because her her mom and my mom were like best friends. They're sisters, but they're also like fucking lived with each other and shit a lot. Um, but yeah, Vanessa was cool. She was fucking crazy. We almost burned an apartment down one time because she was trying to teach me how to smoke a cigarette or some shit. Uh, yo, Copper Seed, what's the deal?
Yo, I was just trying to see if you'd say "sock it to me" when I raised my hand.
Nah, nah, it's not part of my vocabulary yet. But I'll find a fucking a cool place to insert it somewhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right on, right on. Morning.
Yeah, hell yeah. By the way, good morning. It's morning and shit. I've been waking up early lately, so I'm pretty proud of that shit. Um, Clay Lips.
What's the deal? What's up, everybody? Good to see you. This is the perfect time. Good morning. Good evening.
wh- What
Hey,
time is it for you?
10:30 p.m. Put the kids to bed. My daughter and I have been freestyling at the table for like 3 hours. Had to push her into bed.
Like freestyle rapping
Yeah, she's dope, man. Yeah,
in English or Korean?
English, all English.
Oh wow,
It was dope, man. It was
wow.
really good. It was a
Which one?
bonding moment.
Dan, did she beat you? Like, did she?
Kinda, kinda. She's got that cute factor.
Hell yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah,
Yo,
fucking
I want to ask you guys something. I got a question.
for sure.
of
Um,
course you do.
like this is the pre-Ada Files thing, right? So I wonder,
Right,
are you guys still
right.
talking about that documentary, that guy, Bob Lazar? Or are you talking about something else?
I mean, we could talk about that as well, but the subject that we ended up going with in case Dimitri isn't able to make it and some of his homies, we're gonna talk about this one thing in Lebanon, some fucking historical fucking artifact fucking building. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but one of them old fucking shits that nobody knows where it came from. We're gonna talk about that, but if you don't come, we're gonna talk about Antarctica and fucking the inner Earth and fucking King Kong and all that shit. You know what's up. You're in Korea. Oh.
Exactly.
Well, why you feel like talking about fucking what the fuck did you say?
Bob, listen. Well, here's the thing. I opened up the Rogan Experience podcast, and I saw the guy who made the documentary was on there, and so I was in the DMs with Chad talking about that stuff, and it was pretty interesting. I went on a pretty deep dive today and yesterday. So yeah,
What
well, whatever.
what the fuck do you think? You think he stole a piece of that fucking of that stuff? And he's trying to use it to build. He was already building fucking rocket cars and shit. He's in his underground basement right now trying to use that fucking stuff to build his own fucking UFO and shit. So he could fucking go to Mars or whatever. I don't know.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. Is this the dude that used to work like in the facility, not Area 51, but the other one? And
yeah,
he took his buddy up in the RV, like on a secret place that most people don't know, and showed him and shit. Is that the same guy?
yeah. What was it called? Groom Lake or some shit like that. Fucking wherever.
Oh, yeah.
Or it was kind of like a code name. I forgot it was like H5 or some shit like that. Something like a bomb weed strain. Wherever the fuck you worked at. Used to work there too, Jordan.
No, man. I did almost work at Edwards though. They do a lot of experimental shit there, but I didn't want to live in the middle of fucking nowhere. It sucks up there.
Yo, I at at the prison I was at, it was next to Air Force Base, Vandenberg.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
which had like a SpaceX or whatever, like a NASA fucking thing where they launch fucking shuttles or whatever, rockets. And one day I was working in the cow farm at night, trying to fucking uh do a bunch of shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. Like that's the only reason you really work, like to be able to fucking you know do whatever you got to do. Um, and I fucking I seen it like a green, like we've all seen a shooting star, like I'm sure you've seen a shooting star or you seen it on TV or in a movie or some shit. I seen like a shooting star, which um I found out after that shooting stars ain't even fucking shooting stars. My whole life been a fucking lie. I'm over here wishing on a star for no fucking reason. Apparently, it's just shit falling in the atmosphere and shit. Like if it's a comet or whatever with a fucking tail that's going kind of slow and shit, then okay, that makes sense. But apparently, most of the shooting stars we see is just like falling particles of something, and it's getting burned in our atmosphere. So this shit could have been like a fucking asteroid or whatever, right? But it turned green, like super fucking green, like scary green. Like no way, this is weird. What the fuck is that type shit? And instead of it like you see a shooting star and you see it for a split second and it goes away and you're like, oh shit, was that a shooting star? But this motherfucker just kept getting bigger and bigger and big. I got scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was sober too. Like I was in prison. I was sober as fuck. Um, and I got so like I was like, damn, this thing just keeps getting bigger and coming down and shit. And I fucking got scared, bro. Like that's how big that motherfucker got. Like way more than normal. Like it could have just been a fucking piece of something falling, but that shit gave me like the chills and shit. Like when I seen it, like I'm out there in the dark by myself, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is like an alien gonna pop out? What the fuck? Or am I gonna see like the fucking nuclear bomb fucking reaction of a fucking asteroid landing right there? Or, like that's how scary it was. Like I lost it behind some trees or like a fucking hill or something. I forgot. Like at a certain point, I couldn't see it but it still left like kind of like a streak of light and shit of green, like neon fucking light. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was weird. Nothing exploded. I'm still here, Man, that was scary. What the fuck? And then not fucking. It had to be fucking 15, 20 seconds later. A bunch of fucking helicopters and planes start fucking zigzagging like 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 fucking three or four going one way in one direction, then three or four going like they're fucking like checking the perimeter or some shit. Like it must have came out on their fucking radar or something, or someone must have seen it and called it in. I don't know what the fuck they thought it was, but I seen them like navigating the fucking skies and shit. And I'm like, I got picked up to go back to the prison like fucking like maybe like an hour after that, right? And I was just like, everyone, everyone already knew I was the fucking like the fucking alien conspiracy pothead dude. Like I'm known as this dude, right? I fucking get back to the prison, and I can't wait to get back to ask these fools like, "Hey, did you guys? I know you seen one of you motherfuckers had to see that shit, you know? Like it was too bright. Like someone had to see it. Like the fucking weight piles outside and shit. You could walk around the track outside still. Like I was but at the end of my bid, I was already like at the lowest facility as far as security goes. You know, you're about to get fucking released anyway, so no one's really trying to escape. So I get back to the fucking prison, and I go to the weight pile in the back, and sure enough, them fools are like, "Did you see that shit, Joe? Did you see it? What the fuck do you think it was?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I seen that shit. I couldn't wait to get back to let you guys know. Cause did you see the helicopters and the airplanes and everything after?" They were like, "Yeah, yo, that shit was fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck?" And I was just like, I don't know, like it could have been a fucking flying saucer entering the fucking thing, or it could have been just one of our shits falling back down, like some secret satellite they don't want no one to know about, so they had to go recover it, or I like who knows what the I don't know what the fuck it was, you know. But all I know is that it was fucking weird, and it gave me like a weird feeling, like on the inside, like it fucking sent chills down my spine when I seen that shit because I had never seen nothing like it. Now, keep in mind, like I'm not like I don't want to sound like just some crazy conspiracy theory guy because part of me knows that it could have just been that I'm a city boy that ain't never been out there in the wilderness in the dark where you could see all the stars and that shit was just bright as fuck and it was just like a regular fucking fucking falling asteroid or some shit. But then the other half of me is like, like does the military waste that much fucking fuel and all this shit on something that wouldn't even be that important? It must have been. It could have been something, you know. What's up, Clay?
Yo, what the fuck? Yeah. So they never figured out what that was.
Nah, like I'm a prisoner. I can't just be like, "Hey, can you ask NASA what the fuck that was?"
That's
Like,
crazy. I mean, there was,
we had to just stay like I don't know, like just had a fucking no, just had a cool story out of it. Now couldn't really, like no none of the. Like no one came to officially tell us nothing. Like here, prisoners, let me explain what that was. Like,
attention, prisoners.
yeah,
Last night I was in bed. It was right before we were about to go to sleep, and I was just talking to my wife about the stuff that I've been learning. And then she was like, "Have you heard? Did you hear about the thing that happened in Korea a long time ago?" And she was telling me about this, like this big craft, like hovered right over Seoul, and the military was shooting at it and stuff. I'm like, "Nah, hell no, that's bullshit." But then she pulled it up. They got pictures, and like people got injured. Like the military was shooting. It was like a national emergency, and then it just like their shooting did no damage, and then it just zipped off into space. And then I fell asleep shortly thereafter, and I woke up not too long thereafter having a dream about, I guess it was aliens, but I bit the shit out of my tongue. My tongue's all fucked up today because I bit my tongue having a vivid dream. But yeah, that happened. I got a picture of it. I'll post it up on Twitter when I think about it.
man, you know what happened, Clay? She told you she wasn't supposed to tell you. It's like a Korean secret. And the fucking aliens want to go give you a warning in your dream and made you bite your own fucking tongue to make sure you don't talk about this shit. Now we're all gonna fucking bite our tongue tonight whenever we go to sleep. We're gonna have a dream, and when I wake up, I'm gonna blame you, Clay Lips. If I bite my tongue, I'm gonna be like, look, the aliens, the fucking Korean aliens came to visit me now because you're over here giving me the fucking top secret information and shit. But
Wouldn't
since
that
we're
be
on the
crazy?
since
That'd
we're
be
on the
crazy.
subject, what year did it happen or what? Give me the details.
1976. 1976. And it was crazy when she was telling me. She read me the whole story. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. and they have this big image of like this giant craft. I mean, it's a 1976 photo, but it's there.
Let me look this up right now, bro. 1976 Korean UFO. See what we got here. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, wow. I guess there's a lot of Korean UFOs. I don't speak Korean. A lot of this stuff is in Korean, so I
You
don't
don't
know.
speak Korean?
Nah, my bad. Sorry. Um, fucking. You can teach me though. How do I say like hi or like what's up, good morning, and all that?
You say annyeong. Next time you meet your Korean friends, say annyeong. That's the
Like an
simplest way to say it.
onion,
Uh, onion with a G on the end.
on. Say it one more time.
Annyeong.
Onion. Jarhead,
Yeah.
I already know you know how to say it all perfect and shit. You speak Korean, I'm sure. Fucking, you know.
Nah, no Korean, man. What about Sakatumi? How do you say that in Korea?
Naruto. Naruto. That's what it means. Naruto.
Nado cho.
Na means me. Lul is the object particle. When you're the object of a sentence, you say lul, and then cho means soccer hit.
So na u cho.
Na lul. It's
Lul.
lul. Na lul cho cho
Na lul cho.
chu.
Gotcha. Na lul
It's
cho.
hard. It's hard to Romanize Korean language. It's hard to spell it in English.
Have you guys seen the movie The Truman Show with Jim Carrey? It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so remember, like, remember he wants to go fucking to Fiji and shit, and he wants to like take a boat or airplane, but every time he tries, like all kinds of fucked up shit. Is that like all the posters and the fucking what do you call the fucking what do you call the vacation person that helps you book your flight and do all that shit when he goes to that person?
Oh,
Um,
travel agent.
Travel
yeah,
agent.
the fucking travel agent got nothing but negative shit. Like, oh, this is the worst time of year. The fucking weather, like everything that could be wrong is wrong. I feel like the media, right, powers that be. Fuck it, let's Adophiles it all early. The media is doing that to us, like the fucking Truman Show, to make us scared to go outside and like be people and shit because you can't even visit the White House. Like motherfuckers are getting struck by lightning right in the front of the White House. Like fuck, if you can't feel safe at the fucking White House, you're over here. You know what I mean? Trying to fucking like visit this fucking Capitol and shit, and bam, bam, fucking struck by lightning. Fucking every like, there's gonna be a new variant of fucking the coronavirus every month. If that ain't enough, you know what I mean? You know, every year the death ordinance or whatever are gonna come back. You know, we haven't heard about them in a while, but they'll be back. Everyone got to be scared of going outside. They got the monkeypox thing going down right now. They're fucking. If you look at social media and TikTok and everything, they're promoting that motherfucker like AIDS in the '80s or some shit. Like it's a lot of fucking fear mongering going on, and I'm
Yo,
trying.
I'm reading about that lightning strike, man. A fucking couple from Wisconsin in their mid 70s celebrating their 56-year wedding anniversary, and then someone from LA was Brooks Lambertson.
Yeah,
So he died. So three people died, and a fourth got hit but didn't die. It's crazy.
yo, I'm not. People from LA keep getting whacked by lightning strikes, bro. I don't know if you guys remember a few weeks ago. I was telling you guys about this lady that was walking her two puppies and shit right here down the street in Pico Rivera, and she fucking got hit by lightning. And I went to go look this shit up. I was like, yo, what are the odds of a motherfucker getting hit by lightning? You know, just out of nowhere and shit. And like the odd, I think the odds are fucking like crazy. Like, you know what I mean? You'll get bit by a shark like 5 times or some shit. I forgot what the fucking numbers were, but whatever the odds are, it's like really, really like fucking crazy. And this shit's just
Yo,
happening every week. Just every
I don't
week,
know.
motherfuckers are getting struck by lightning.
I don't know if you ever been electrocuted seriously, but that's no joke. It would suck to get struck by lightning.
I
Getting
I
electrocuted
I
sucks.
have the battery taste in my mouth right now just from you saying that shit. Like it just came up. Like I was like, oh fuck. No offense, copper seats.
He's over there all angry. He's like, I'm a conductor.
Oh shit!
Yeah, don't
I
be
got a
near me in a store, man. That's a bad choice.
yeah. Don't have your copper seat safes on you. You know, be careful when you walk out of the house when you try to put it in your safe deposit box or something. You never know.
Just wear your rubber boots, man. Hey, I saw a wild movie yesterday. Y'all hear about Nope? It's like
Yeah,
alien kind of thing. It was pretty cool.
I've been wanting to see that.
Yeah, it's worth it. I was expecting more of a horror thing, but it's total suspense, really well done. Aliens on a farm kind of thing. It's cool.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
What is it?
I got a
What's what?
Nope.
Sorry,
Jordan
nope,
Peele movie. Nope.
nope. Yep. Yeah, but man, I had a crazy situation.
You know, like when you're watching a horror movie and then something pops up. You know, we're like, nope.
I wanna go watch it. I wanna go watch it in theaters. I haven't been in the theaters in a
Dude,
long
that was my
time.
first time in years.
Last time I almost got. Did you buy popcorn and fucking
Big ass
Starburst and a
popcorn.
big
I
old
ate every
soda and a
kernel,
hot dog and a
man. Oh,
pretzel?
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I did it
Fuck
up,
yeah.
man.
Hell
Joe's
yeah.
gonna go to the movie theater and get struck by lightning.
It was a beautiful day. Beautiful
Fuck. You
day.
see what I
That's what
mean?
it was.
I'm gonna get fucking glory hole in my ear like fucking scary movie.
So
Joe,
so
what happened to your ear?
my wife Kara, she back in high school, she did marching band and she had a friend. Her dad and her were walking the beach on the Jersey Shore and they got struck by lightning. She got killed and the dad got fucked up, but he survived. And they ended up making it. They were really good marching band, so they went to like the fucking regional, like Northeast Atlantic Championship or some shit. And they left her spot open because she had died that year. And at the very end, they finished it, and they're all in formation. That spot's open. This fucking red balloon was floating, and no shit, it came by, and it's actually on videotape. I've seen it. The red balloon floated fucking randomly, and then went into that spot, that empty spot where the girl used to stand in formation, and just fucking chilled there for like a minute or some shit, and then disappeared. It floated away. Fucking crazy.
Not to be all dark, but I thought you were gonna say that spot got struck by lightning. That would have
Oh
been fucked up.
fuck.
That would have been fucking crazy.
Yo, but
But
like imagine okay, a few things real quick. Um One, I've seen videos of UFOs in the middle of like lightning storms trying to like gather the fucking energy of the lightning. Like in the clouds and shit. Like when the lightning strikes, there's a lot of UFO activity around it.
Like
Oh,
Raiden.
yeah, like on some raid and shit, and the UFO's the hat. And number two, uh, you guys ever heard of that harp program up in fucking Alaska or who knows where the fuck they have it at? Where they're trying to uh like fucking experiment with controlling like weather and shit and being able to make it rain or whatever. Imagine they somehow figured out how to fucking lightning strike like at a spot and shit, and they're just taking motherfuckers out for practice. Like, yo, this is an old couple here in front of the White House. Let's see how close we can get. Like, boom, got him. Woo! They're fucking all cheering, in the fucking in the fucking room, like in the fucking like some asshole in the government's just like, look at this lady with the two dogs. Let's see if we can hit it. Boom! Woo! Direct hit. Well, that sucks for them, but you know what I mean? Fucking when experimenting for the greater good of America, you gotta, take a few hits and shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
Biden's all in there. He's like, sock it to him.
so fucked up. Oh man, I hope not. Or I hope it ain't the fucking aliens practicing on us and shit. Yo, let's see if we can make the lightning hit this motherfucker right here. Boom. You know how we are. You know how humans do with animals and shit. Like, what makes you think some alien ain't up there bored and shit? And he's like the fucking king's spoiled son or some shit, like Saddam Hussein's son, and he's just like, let me fucking magnifying glass these fucking humans real quick. Some lightning, boom, bam, we're just getting whacked and shit left and right. What the fuck?
Morning, Joe.
Yo, good morning, Sean.
What's
What's
up,
the
Sean?
deal?
What are you doing up so early?
I've been sleeping earlier, and waking up earlier. I'm trying to Uh, fucking Jarhead knows what's up. He's in the military. It's some fucking pattern or some scientist figured it out. Some shit. I don't know.
I can't share. I can't share it though, man, because they'll
Hey,
fucking
Joe.
strike. Yeah, I'll get struck by lightning, dude.
I know you like the Truman Show, but have you ever seen the alien version of that called Dark City?
Yo, Dark City. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's pretty dope. Let me go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and
really
share.
like it's really a trippy movie. I remember when it came out, I was totally unprepared for this sort of zoo hypothesis, which
Right.
is kind of an idea about the state that we find ourselves in terms of UFOs, and it's still actually the zoo hypothesis is still, I think, a good front runner for what we sort of perceive as alien kind of activity. But yeah, Dark City is really cool.
Yeah,
It's like some Slaughterhouse 5 shit, right?
I've
Yeah,
seen,
yeah, I would say, Slaughterhouse 5 is, an epic book. It's probably, in my top 5 favorite books of all time. But it's more like the Truman Show, but the alien version of it.
oh yeah, with these pinhead looking motherfuckers. I remember. Um. Oh, and then it has what's his name? Fucking the vampire dude. He's the good guy. Um,
Yeah, William Hurt is in it. Plays like a detective. Anyway, I'm not going to go much further than that with it. If you haven't seen it, it's really cool.
yeah, no, I've seen parts
But
of
I,
it, but now I
I
really
think
want to
it came
watch
out
it.
before the Truman Show. I don't know what year it came out, but
I gotta find out. I gotta
Yeah,
watch this shit.
I think it did, or it was about that time, maybe a little bit earlier, like early '90s or something.
but
Truman Show is what,
Joe,
like '95?
Are you familiar with the zoo hypothesis?
Like we're the animals in the zoo for the
Pretty much,
aliens.
yeah. We can't. The reason we can't, there's the issue of, well, there's so many stars, and blah 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 blah, and why can't we see anyone? And one of the possibilities, which I think I like a lot, is that the reason we can't, because we're not allowed to, that we're sort of in a protected zone, and we're not allowed to perceive, the aliens that are sort of the zookeepers, and that's sort of the state that we're in.
Wow.
You can
I'll
find it on
probably.
Google. It's a little more scientific than that. I mean, I guess it's not really scientific, but it's just sort of conspiracy theory fun.
Yeah, I love this type of stuff. Expanding the mind and the possibilities. I mean, it's fucking definitely possible. It would explain a lot of things. Um,
So
like
they're
a
so they're letting us, kind of like the aliens are letting us achieve technologies bit by bit as they think that we can handle them. Like I haven't seen Dark City in forever, but there's that theory, right, where if we can't handle certain technologies, they do some shit, so we don't advance or whatever because we invented the nuclear weapons and shit. They're like, yo, these guys are fucking tripping. So let's try and control these dudes.
Yeah, I don't really know how far people take it. And I haven't looked at it in a while, but as I remember it, it's just essentially that we're in a zoo, and we're not allowed to sort of escape a certain amount of perception about the alien civilizations around us, and that would make. I mean, I could see how that's possible, but I don't understand it, and it's more like kind of the way astrology is fun. It's just kind of a fun idea, and I think it has like kind of sort of political kind of implications in terms of like how we all feel like we are in a zoo, like real life, sort of feels that way. So this is just an extension to include aliens as the cause of it.
Hell yeah, Sean, I could dig it. I like your style too. I always like to say that, like, it's just fun. It's fun to think about. Because even if it were true and I believed it 100% and they're listening, I wouldn't want them to know that I know and that I believe it 100%. So I got to leave that opening. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, a fun thing to think about. Little conspiracy theory thing when I smoke weed. But like in reality, right here on my wall, the little red fucking string is connecting all the pictures and the fucking newspaper clippings and shit. Um,
Yo, I've been doing like I said, a little bit of deep dive, and one of the most interesting things that I came across was we all know like how they got these alien ships allegedly, and the most common one is it crashed, but a lot of people criticize that because how are these high tech things going to crash really? And then the second one, which is more interesting, was they found them in an archaeological dig, which means they were here thousands of years ago and we dug them up. But the third one's the most interesting to me, which is the aliens just left them here because we were just messing up. We didn't know how to handle our own technology. So they're giving us something to like, here, use this clue to figure stuff out. I thought that one was really interesting.
well, the interesting thing about what Sean was talking about was I've been looking into the law of one, and one of the things that they talk about is like the different, I guess you could call them like dimensions and shit. And a lot of these entities are in different dimensions, so it would make sense the zoo theory and how we're not able to see them. And even in witchcraft and shit, you hear about uh like certain entities can only exist like in the realm of like the ether, like the smoke or the air, and like fire, but they can't exist in the realm of water, which is what we have here on this planet. And that's why there's holy water and shit. And when they're summoning demons and shit, they do all the thing with the fucking candles and the stars and all this shit. The deeper I get into fucking, I mean, into looking into any type of fucking like religions and fucking belief systems and Freemasonry and fucking witchcraft and shit, the more all the dots start connecting together, like, yo, this is exactly what they believe, like in a slightly different way, but this is pretty much what they believe over here as well, and what they believe in science and what they believe in magic and different dimensions and shit. And that's why they do these experiments and fucking. Sometimes you see that the same scientific experiment trying to open up a fucking portal or a black hole or a time machine or some shit is the exact same thing that the fucking witchcraft people are doing when they try to summon a demon or some shit. Like they're doing the exact same thing. And then if you look further into it, you'll see like a lot of the people that were doing witchcraft and trying to summon demons back in the day are now the heads of NASA or some shit. And you're like, yo, what the fuck? You're like, what's going on here? Why why are all these motherfuckers that used to do this now fucking is the fucking CEO of Lockheed Martin or some shit? You're like, whoa, that's too close of a connection right there. I could give you a bunch of fucking examples. One is right down the street from me, right here in Pasadena, with fucking what the fuck do they call it? JPL, the Jet Propulsion.
JPL, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Was really just Jack Parsons' backyard right there, where he was fucking trying to fucking summon demons and open portals right there at Devil's Gate Bridge, where there coincidentally happens to be a lot of like missing people and suicides on that bridge and shit. Um, yeah, I don't know. These motherfuckers are doing their thing. Uh, and it would
Yo,
all real quick, it would all make sense. Clay, the zoo theory, and that they're fucking harvest. You know, like what do we do with farms and zoos? We use them for our entertainment, and so we could study them, and so we could use the fucking food and the meat and the milk and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised by all the people missing in the national parks and shit that the aliens might not be doing the same to us.
Maybe, man. There's a show out called it's with Josh Brolin. I can't remember the exact name. It's like Open Range or fucking something, and it's new. It just came out this year. And the premise is that his family owns this ranch in like fucking Wyoming or Montana or something, and he finds this hole in the ground. It's this big ass fucking hole. Doesn't know what it is, and of course, you're scared to jump in this fucking hole. But it's definitely supernatural or something. And crazy shit starts happening, man. The whole premise of the show is about this hole and what starts happening and trying to stop people from discovering this hole because then the government's going to come in and fucking take it over and all sorts of shit. And of course, there's interpersonal drama, but it's fucking really good, man. It's I'm not going to give away too much. It's really good.
Yeah, it's fucking aliens trying to get high off of my fucking blood, but I don't produce enough fucking adrenochrome because I don't get scared enough. So it's just like anything, um, like us with the fucking fruit we eat. Like it gets too old and shit, and it don't even got the nutrients we want to get high off of and shit. So, these fucking aliens probably the same shit. These motherfuckers, they're just eating us, using us, using us for our energy. Okay, I see you. So, what do the smart little humans got to do is they got to figure out how to save their energy and teach people how to save their energy and use it to better humanity somehow, some way. We got to figure out a way out of this fucking energy prison or prism. Um, I think I think that's what fucking that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? That's what cryptocurrency is about. The money's energy. Money is directly your hard earned, your hard worked energy. However you fucking earned your money working or sacrificing this or selling your ass or whatever the fuck you did, whatever dick you had to suck to fucking get that money. That was your energy you put into it, you know what I mean? Or whatever job you have and you had to go to college and figure it out. That's your hard earned money. And if the aliens are connected at all to the powers that be, well, guess what? They're draining you for your energy in that way. A lot of these religions, and no offense to anyone that's religious, this is just a high stoner dude thinking out loud, right? Um, but like for example, the religion I grew up around, like uh Catholics or Christians or whatever. Like I grew up around both. My father was mainly would go to a Catholic church, and my mother's family would go to a Christian church because they're all ex heroin addicts and shit. So, so fucking um like you notice they fucking got you paying them from fucking from when you're born to like after you die. You know what I mean? You're born and shit, and you gotta fucking get baptized or whatever, and then you fucking got to do your first communion. You got to pay the church. You fucking get married. You got to pay the church. You fucking die. You still got to pay the church after you're dead. Like from the fucking funeral. Like if you're real religious, not to mention every fucking week you go to church and they pass around the basket or whatever. You put a little money in there, and on top of that, you know, there's donations and shit. Like yo, they fucking. That's a good business, and it's all tax free, baby. Like, yo, you know, talk about taking energy. Talk about draining motherfuckers for their energy. You know what I mean? And then, like, shit, even if you are religious, like, don't, you know, you can't fucking leave your kids over there. You know, you can't leave your kids in no fucking religious school. You already know that they take care of each other. You know what I mean? Do something fucking wrong, go overboard with your kid, and then they ain't gonna go to jail. They're gonna get sent to the other fucking church out in on the other fucking side of the country, or maybe some other fucking country. So, yo, we gotta stop letting all these motherfuckers get us for our fucking energy. And that's just one I'm not trying to attack religions or nothing or one specific religion. That was just an example because we could go through all of them, all the major ones and the minor ones. And the minor ones are just called cults. You know what I mean? The newer minor ones, they're just called cults and shit. Trust me, the big religions were those little cults before. Go read the Bible and all that. See how they were look at in history and shit. All the major religions now were considered like little cults back in the day, and that's what these little cults are. Um, they might be the future religions of the world. Uh, but yeah, stop. We gotta stop letting
Yeah,
them get our energy.
it makes me wonder, maybe someone here will know, to be a religion, do you have to be recognized by government formally? Is that the distinction?
Well, for tax purposes, yeah.
There it
It's a
is.
tough one, man, in the States because we're not supposed to recognize the establishment of religion. So I think it's up to the person or the group to say to the government, I'm a religion off my back.
That's true. So what's happening now is a lot of these right wing extremists or white nationalists are they've qualified as religions for tax purposes. You know, to get the tax. It's fucking ridiculous, but there's several. I think there's like 40 plus nowadays. And I think the FBI just opened up an investigation into it. You know, obviously fraud or whatever, but it's a tough one to beat. I mean, you know, what if we just started up the Cardano religion? You know what I mean? I bet we could actually fucking qualify for it, honestly.
I think you could. I got one of those certificates to marry people, and it's like you just kind of are saying you're your own religion. It's and that's
I,
kind of how our system is set up.
I think like there has to be some sort of organization and um, like ceremony. I believe. I'm not. Don't quote me on this shit, but I believe that there's like kind of steps that you have to fulfill. At least like some sort of meetings that happen or fucking a congregation. You know what I mean?
I think that they ask if you have sincerely held beliefs. So showing evidence of that is I think what people look for. So that could be a ceremony or something.
Have you guys
Hey,
heard of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
Yep.
no, I missed that one.
That don't sound good.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. They're called Pastafarians. And anyway, in order to like become a nonprofit religion in the United States, you just have to have like, I don't know what the rules are, but this would be an example of like how far you can push it. And I think it was a reaction to kind of evangelical, you know, putting 10 commandments on public property. And there was a reaction to a lot of that stuff back in the 90s and early 2000s. And so the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster was, became a religion and recognized by the U.S. government as a nonprofit. Basically, just using this, the language that the evangelicals were using.
Yo,
And they were
fettuccine's probably from that fucking religion. My bad, copper seed.
that's cool. They had some logo of a spaghetti monster wearing a colander on its head as a crown. It was kind of cool. Or a halo.
I might try that one out. See if it aligns with my beliefs. So far, so good.
Do you believe in pasta, Big Joe?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
interesting
in.
that you go ahead, Jared.
No, I'm just saying I'm in. I believe in pasta.
It's interesting that Dean said colander because I use that word, but I wonder is it a regional thing or is it the formal name of it, a strainer? How does that work?
I think there's a difference though, right?
I think there's a difference. Yeah.
What's
Like
the difference?
a strainer is finer. A colander is like pasta. Like you wouldn't use pasta in a strainer. You'd use pasta in a colander because
So I've just been using it wrong my whole life. Like I'm of the unwashed masses who use them interchangeably.
Yeah. Also, play lips real quick before Frog Dog's hand. You've been using your strainer wrong your whole life as well. I seen a TikTok or Instagram video the other day, and apparently instead of like trying to like fucking pour everything in the motherfucker like I've been doing all retarded and fucking burning myself and shit my whole fucking life and losing half the noodles or whatever, while you just put it on top of the fucking bowl, like in it, and then you pour the water out. And I never fucking knew that. Like, there's all kinds of shit coming up that has really been fucking with my brain lately. Like, my whole life, I just thought I could put the couple noodle thing in the microwave, and I just probably gave myself cancer and shit this whole time. And like a bunch of things like that, I don't know if it's fucking Mandela effects or it's just fucking, I just haven't been, someone hasn't been socking it to my brain enough like my whole life.
Oh yeah. Before Frog Dog goes, I would like to pose an argument that a colander can also be called a strainer, but a strainer can't be called a colander. I rest my case.
Damn, you gotta get all fucking political all the time. Frog Dog, go ahead, please.
Yo, how's it going, guys? Yeah, I definitely identify as a pastafarian, and in my driver's license, I have a colander on my head. Yes, not a strainer.
well, hold on. There's two sects though. Didn't the Pastafarians split a while ago? The strainers and the colanders.
Yeah, that whole
Do
thing,
you,
dude, is just like every time I get reminded of it, I go back and I look it up, and it's good for like a good solid half an hour of just like smiles and laughs, man. Like the world needs more pastafarians. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Frog Dog, what are y'all doing about this gluten-free sect that's popping up?
Are they just a bunch of weenies?
Sounds like it. Yep. You
yo,
can't have pasta without gluten. Come on now.
Frog
Man, that
Dog,
made
while
me
you're
want
here,
hot dogs. I want hot dogs now.
real quick, Frog Dog, while you're here, I've been playing around with this V Blocks 3D art gallery, and I got a bong from you a while back, a 3D bong, and it's cool because you can put the 3D assets on the floor, and they're like chilling like monuments. So I got a bong in my little in my gallery. It's pretty dope. I got a Young Ada T-shirt in there, chilling. It's pretty cool.
Yo,
I recommend.
where are you using all your stuff? Working at because I have all this shit and I don't know I don't know where to put it.
It's called V Blocks. Just look V Blocks on Twitter. You'll find them.
For
Yeah, V
sure.
Box is cool as hell, man. Hopefully they'll take in some of the feedback that I gave them, and hopefully we'll have a mobile app for that. Because yeah, that's something that I've been pushing for a while. like since I came into this space and started creating 3D assets, it was like we need somewhere where people can put them together and interact with them and stuff, play around with them, and that in itself gives them a little bit of value, you know?
Is there going to be prostitution in the metaverse? We got to prepare for this and ask these types of questions because, like we say no, like we don't think about it now, but in the future, like, shit, you know what I mean? Fucking a girl comes to me looking like a kata girl or something all thick and shit with a bathing suit on and a thong or whatever. And she's like, yo, jump in my bubble jet right here, my rare, you know what I mean? You see the color, boom, hit the fucking, hit the fucking Pastafarian church real quick. Fucking, you know what I mean? Just do things right.
Yo,
Oh,
speaking of like pixel art women and 3D assets, um Mermaida has a mint going on right now of 3D low poly mermaids, but they're on chain. So they're kind of cool.
they're only like eight or two, right? I think when I see.
I think four. They're like giveaways. They're cool. They're cool.
We were talking about the little. Oh, that's why. Look at how my brain works and how weed is so strong, Jarhead. I just realized why. Like half an hour ago, I was talking about my cousin Vanessa, and I couldn't figure out why I had brought her up. And then I just said, "Yo, I just grew up with her." I guess it was because of the Disney movies you had brought up, Jarhead. The Little Mermaid, in particular. And I was gonna brag about how she had the whole fucking collection. My aunt and my mom and my uncles, they all get her like all. She had the Little Mermaid and the Lion King and all, and she had like that, like the OG ones that now I'm hearing. If you watch YouTube or whatever, those things go for like thousands of dollars. They're like collectibles and shit now, like the old VHSs and fuck, I remember like just kicking them around and not giving a fuck about them and using them as baseballs and hitting them with the bat and shit. And my cousin getting all mad because it was removing. They'll just buy her another one, like nothing. Um, but anyways, I'm well versed in fucking Disney princess movies, and I'm fucking proud of it, motherfuckers. You could test me on any of that shit. Sleeping Beauty, you know what I mean? Go ahead, give it a go. Sock it to me and I guarantee you, I might surprise you on my knowledge of.
Yo, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. But Cardano Caravans got their hands up. But I'm gonna get you. I got a good one.
There's a game with movie trivia you can play where you go to IMDb and read the parents guide, and that's all you read, and you just omit like character names. And it sounds easy, but when you get to like some of the real racist stuff and like Pinocchio and whatnot, some of those get pretty tough. But I was gonna say earlier, I still don't know the difference between a strainer and a colander, but Big Joe brought up that TikTok video. My buddy came over yesterday, an art buddy. We were collabing on some artwork. I was making him a wallet and stuff, and he showed me how well he was doing on TikTok. So I made an account yesterday. Besides the time it took me to figure out how to make a post, I've been on it for maybe 10 minutes. I saw that post you're talking about. I haven't been able to get it out of my head. Every time I go to the sink to wash my hands, I get a flashback of how I was doing it wrong, and I just picture my whole life as like the fucking black and white part at the beginning of an infomercial when somebody's spilling it all over and burning the hell out of themselves. I even scalded myself making rice yesterday morning. I just made the connection while I had my hand up. I was sitting here waiting. I'm like, I just keep picturing that fucking TikTok. Like, my whole life is broken.
Oh, yo, I love that, dude. Those fucking infomercials, they're the best. Someone's like trying to make eggs, they just can't do it. The white lady's like just getting so frustrated, like, oh my god, I can't scoop these eggs out of the pan. They're freaking out and shit. So frustrated. Love that shit.
There's a compilation of all of them, like 20 minutes long. It's marvelous. It's what the internet was built for.
All right, Joe, you ready? All right. I don't know. I don't even know how to pose this question, but the movie probably came out in 1987. I'm guessing maybe, yeah, probably 87, 88. And it took fucking forever for it to get released. Like it was I think it took like 4 years for it to get released on VHS because remember they'd be like, "Ooh, we're releasing it from the vault, every so many years." Well, this one didn't even have an initial release on VHS, and I can't say, but it's kind of an obscure one. So I want to hear what your guesses are of. It was a pretty famous movie, but it's kind of obscure even today. So it has to do with animals. I'll say that. That's the only clue you get, though. Disney movie.
Those are the worst clues of all time. It came out in 1987. It has to do with animals. What the fuck?
Yep. I'll give you a hint. Billy Joel, I think, was one of the voice actors, and I think they sang a song.
Is
The
it the
Jungle Book?
rescuer?
Nope.
The Jungle Book?
Nope.
The Aristocats?
No,
Nope.
that's older.
I'm telling.
No, it was like King of the Jungle or something, right? It was like a big lion.
The
Nope.
Ducks. The duck one.
Was it Oliver?
That's how I was gonna say.
Oliver, you got to complete it.
Oliver and Co.
Oliver North. He was
Oliver.
involved with the fucking Iran Contra.
It was Disney's take on the Iran Contra. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Oliver and Company, though. That's what it was. And I was fucking pissed because it took so goddamn long for it to get released on VHS. And you didn't see a movie. Like, it was in the theaters. If they didn't release it on VHS, just didn't see that bitch. There's no bootleg. There's nothing, man. It disappeared.
Mandela effect.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've actually never seen that.
Like the Sinbad and Shazam or Kazam or whatever it was.
When that first came out, we used to go like every Saturday night. It used to play somewhere in Los Angeles at midnight. And it was the craziest shit of all time. I've never seen anything since where you have like a cult that keeps showing up to watch the same movie over and over again. And that was totally off the hook.
Yeah, you know what? My grandparents used to tell me stories about that. I think it was on Sunset Boulevard. They used to play it sometime
Yeah.
around midnight because they lived there. They actually had a candy shop. I think it was on Sunset and something. Anyways, but they used to tell me, yeah, every so often they go catch that show.
Yeah, it was extremely popular when it came out. It was definitely fringe, and but it was also like if you were into like all the sort of avant-garde, it was definitely at the time it was very sort of avant-garde.
But there was a whole cult thing behind it too, where they'd like throw rice at different parts of the movie and like all kinds of weird shit, like a whole
Oh yeah, we used to bring loaves of bread and cabbage and rice, and everybody used to dress up, and there'd be like 40 people in wedding dresses and shit like that. It was awesome.
Wait, so someone was like making goulash or something or borscht? Like, what did they bring up just to throw at the screen, or what were they doing?
Air borscht. We just whipped it across the theater.
What's a colander or a strainer involved?
Well, if you're wearing it as a helmet, then a colander.
Damn, Willie boy, you have a cold or something? It really changes your voice.
I sound much taller on the radio.
Oh man, shout out Borscht. That's some good eating right there.
Shout out to the little-known Hungarian movie Air Borscht, which a Hungarian basketball player starred in.
I'm hung like a hamster.
Look at Air Borscht. That's like Air Bud or something.
Good morning, everybody.
Yo, someone better make that a fucking attribute of an NFT project, Air Borscht.
Like I think the Cheesies should adopt that immediately.
Sounds like an airline, regional airline in the Catskills or something.
Why is there
my
so
God.
many fucking people in here talking shit on a Sunday? Don't you motherfuckers gotta go to church or something? It's Sunday.
What?
Like, Yeah.
We're at the fucking church, man. We're
Oh
at the
yeah.
church right there.
I believe in science.
You've motivated me. It's fucking about 10:30. I'm gonna fucking smoke some weed. This is a rare
Hey,
occurrence. This doesn't happen.
it's the middle of the afternoon in Northern Ireland. Somebody called Johnny to get him to come in and bless the space. It's only right.
So we can qualify for non-taxable or what is it? Not exempt or something. We need a blessing.
Remember that '90s song? It's the end of the world as we know it.
Try to keep up, people.
If not, pull your seatbelt down a little tighter.
Yeah, fucking. This isn't a normal space. Like this is like I'm high as fuck.
It was lightning.
It was the lighting. Yo, so right outside I used to work at this place for a long time, and fucking heard this huge boom. Lightning struck this dude's fucking minivan and just toasted that bitch. I mean, right on the hood. Fucking killed everything. The engine, all that shit, man. All the fucking wiring. It was fucking crazy. I'd never heard an explosion, anything like that. And even being at war, man. Even being at war, I've never heard an explosion like that. It's fucking insane.
They're trying to fucking take you out, Jarhead. They missed the fucking harp. The harp wasn't on point yet back then, but now be careful. Fucking the fucking lightning your fucking pecker off if they want to. Like just that. You know what I mean? Like that's how accurate they are with this shit now. They killed the lady and her two little puppies. Why'd they have to do the puppies to prove a point? Whether it was Harp and the government or God, like he just had to prove a point that day. Like you and your two puppies. Boom! Like what the fuck? Heartless. Like the Bible is for real.
You ever notice it in movies? They only kill animals in family movies. Think about it. In like Independence Day, the dog, of all the people that die, the dog narrowly escapes the explosion. But the only time a dog dies in a movie is like, like The Fox and the Hound or Old Yeller, Marley and Me, all this like G-rated family stuff. It's like that's the only time they're killing dogs. What gives?
Right. John Wick, right? Nice family movie.
Hell yeah. John Wick is the family movie. It's where you learn.
That's one of the very few exceptions, though. Like what? They're only
Remember
killing animals in family
If
movies.
my
Jack
best,
Black? Jack Black kicks the fucking dog off the bridge and says, "That's how
Oh,
I
Baxter.
roll."
Fucking Baxter. Punch that bitch.
fucking shout out to Baxter.
May he rest in peace.
Fucking Turner and Hooch.
White people drink hooch. Huh? Don't you guys call it hooch? Who said that to me the other day? I was like, I was drinking Pruno in prison, and some dude from Tennessee or fucking one of them states where you guys talk how you talk was like, we call it hooch. And I was like, oh shit.
That's true. They got some hooch up there in central East PA.
Yeah, we have our potato whiskey and our mason jar drinks. We call it hooch.
We got Everclear at the grocery store here in West Virginia.
We used to be able to get
Okay.
that.
You can't get it anymore?
Isn't that shit illegal in some states or something?
Well,
Uh,
it was on a signature only list for quite a while here in this town. Apparently, there was some bug juice incidents.
he calls it bug juice, and we called it frog juice, right? So here's the recipe. It's fucking delicious, by the way. It's you get a 2 liter bottle of Mountain Dew, you get a one of the Country Time lemonade powders, like the big thing, and then you get a bottle of Everclear, and make sure and get the 190 proof, not the 160 proof, which you can some states don't let you get liquor above a certain proof. So get the 190 proof and just dump it all together, mix it, and it's called frog juice. You're welcome.
Yeah, don't get that weak sauce. Get that 95% alcohol.
Let's go.
Yeah, our bug juice was usually out in the middle of the woods, and every week we bought a brand new trash can and built it inside that with floating fruit and all sorts of nonsense.
So Joe, what's the drink that you guys make? You know, like some homemade fucking concoction or something like that.
It's called Pruno. Make it in prison with fucking. You save all your sugar packets from the fucking for the coffee, and everybody saves their apples and oranges and stuff from breakfast and lunch and everything, and then some other fucking whiz in his cell gets a bunch of trash bags and fucking puts it all in that motherfucker. And about a week later, we're all fucked up, trying to start a prison riot, over a Laker game or something.
I was going to ask you, like, how do you pick whose toilet is like the cleanest or something to make it in? But it's just trash bags.
Yeah, no, you could do it in trash bag. Like, yeah, there's multiple, like, there's all kinds of different fucking ways to do it, and they're inventing a new way every week. It's basically what's available, you know. Like they take shit away, and then another motherfucker figures out how to do it like another way, and after that, like, you know, about 10 times of that, cops just give up. Like, fuck it, just fucking let them.
The ingenuity in there is insane. A buddy of mine is telling me stories about how they would, to get a kite, a note from one floor to another, they would pump all of the water out of their toilet so it was dry, and then they would feed a note on a line and like fish it down through the plumbing into the cell below them.
Yeah, you could talk to each other through the pipes as well, through the ventilation system. Fucking, like, people. That's what I'm saying about humans is we're so resilient. Like, you're gonna figure a way out. Like, that's why we're here, right? I think we forget like our animal instincts and shit. Like, we're gonna figure a way out, and we don't even realize what we're capable of.
Necessity is the mother of all invention, right?
Just fucking here, or whatever. So I'm
Yo,
about to make.
Donovan,
Yo, hold on. Let me brag some cooking skills real quick.
let me
Like
interrupt real
this.
quick.
I'm just trying to say.
It's because I'm fucking.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me, clay lips. I'm trying to fucking make some like hash browns or tater tots out of leftover mashed potatoes, and I'm just gonna add like some seasoned salt. It's fucking a lot of pepper, and we're gonna make it happen right now.
Is that
That's it.
possible?
So we're about to find out.
He's trying to reconstruct potatoes like into fries with mashed potatoes.
That's gonna be gross, man. Don't like tell us the truth how it turns out.
I am. If it's whack, I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah, I don't think strainers work like that, man. I don't think you can go backwards on them.
You need a colander.
Cheers.
God, this is never gonna go away. Yo, Donovan, I want to ask you a question. Andrew Donovan.
Yeah, what? He's not here.
You have two spaces going on, Clay?
Oh,
How the
shit.
fuck you gonna ask Andrew a question? He ain't even fucking in here. I'm looking.
Shit, I wouldn't even-
Oh no, he's got Andrews mixed up. It's the other Andrew.
We got 2 out of 3 of the
Drew-
consular Andrews here.
Nah, yeah, the Andrew Donovan and Drew Aces sound exactly alike to me. And I wasn't looking at my screen, and there it goes. Is that only me?
Nah, I do that shit all the time. I mean, not. I've been on Spaces so long now that I know you motherfuckers like the back of my hand. But, fucking, like in the beginning, I'll get a lot of people confused. Like, yo, because I don't know a lot of motherfuckers from the South, or like with, you know, a lot of British motherfuckers or fools from New Zealand or whatever. So to me, like the one same accent was like, oh, that's that one dude, you know. But like fucking now I know like the difference and shit. But before it was just like, yo, that like you know who I confused a lot before? It was Dimitri and some other dude. I think the other one's from India though. Forget his
That's
name.
racist right there, Joe.
No, it's not. It's the truth. It's fucking Ramesh. Ramesh. That was his name. Um, and I remember I was like, yo, that's fucking Dimitri. Oh no, it's Ramesh. And I think Ramesh got mad that I called him Dimitri, and I haven't seen Ramesh on the Stoners Club ever since. But I swear it wasn't on purpose. I just fucking thought it was Dimitri.
Dude, yeah,
Well,
you don't want to mix that up, man. That's a thing. Indians, even Southern Indians and Sri Lankans, they get particular about that shit.
there's several people I mix up. I think Fractal Fusion and Nude sound pretty much alike. There's a bunch of people actually. I have to think about it, but as I think of them, I'll announce them. But sorry, Drew.
Riley and Patrick.
Patrick and Nude speak in a similar cadence, and until I heard Carta AI or Carta Auto AI and Crex in a space together for like 2 weeks, I thought they were the same dude.
Cracks and yeah, but similar, but it's Cracks and somebody I can't remember. Bone Pool and Cracks. Bone Pool. I don't know. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of people.
yeah, no, it's easy to get that mixed up a little bit.
Think back
Jordan,
to
Jordan, and Bonepool, and fucking Carter Ottaway. All them Southern dudes. I mean, I know one of them is probably two of them, or one of them, yeah. But I know that, like the third or fourth one is just some other Forrest Gump sounding dude that just fucking, you know what I mean? Like they all sound the same.
Who do I sound like? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm from the American Midwest, and I still agree. Yeah, all us people from this chunk of land all sound like exactly the same.
Clay, you sound like Clay. I don't think you really sound like anybody else.
think back to before you saw the faces of the voices that you heard behind these profile pictures, and think about what your brain formulated.
I
Clay,
thought AI Love was an old white man, like an old racist white man
Same
on
here,
his
dude.
fucking porch
Same
with a
here.
shotgun. I swear that I was like, AI Love is an old racist white guy on his porch with a shotgun. And like, if I drive by, he'll probably shoot at me, like for being illegal, even though I'm legal. Like, I thought that's what he was. To be honest, just keeping it real.
What?
100%, Joe. It wasn't until I heard him get mad that I realized, oh, I had that all wrong. That was a long time, too. It was like 2 months.
Okay, so who in the community do you think has an affectation right in their voice? Like they don't actually speak that way, but they speak that way in public, right?
Me.
I mean, Jared, you obviously have someone in mind. So
I do. I'm not going to say it though, but I do. I just want to hear whether other people. It's not a bad thing.
Talk
Trog.
it to him.
Trog.
No, no, I think Trog is fucking genuine. That's his real voice, right?
Trog's up in Walmart like the Trog would like some gum.
you imagine though, like you go out to public and forget that you're not like the trog.
You're still in character.
Yeah, you're still in character, right? Like you're so good at it that you yourself fucking believe it sometimes. Because like I think that he's on that level, dude.
Now, do you picture a Trog going through Walmart, or do you picture a Dark Jedi all like hunched over, acting like a Trog?
You know what? I always picture Trog, and that means a little fucking Chucky size thing running around. Like that's how I envision it. You know, seriously, just sprinting around like Chucky. That motherfucker was fast. So that's how I see Trog.
I will say, Jarhead. That it's probably a result of my family, who I grew up, the diversity in my family, and also the fact that I was raised in the Northeast, but spent a large portion of my life in the Southeast. Depending on who I'm with, I my voice changes. I talk differently. I use maybe different vocabulary, different. It's just different. So that's me right there.
If I'm
Yeah, that's
talking to
natural.
my grandma, it's not gonna be the same as I'm talking to my little fucking gangbanging ass cousin from down the street, and it's not gonna be the same as I'm talking to the fucking judge. Like,
Actually, I wondered that, Joe, the other day when your mom was like, "Hello," up into space. I was like, I wonder how similar Joe is with us as with his mom.
my mom gets the real Joe for sure. You guys do too. Uh,
Big Joe,
but
let me hear your court voice. My court voice is I understand. I did something wrong. I'm terribly ashamed.
I don't believe him.
Sock it to him, Judge.
I once got out of like a couple grand of fucking parking tickets and shit because I told the judge that I had a real bad drug problem and I was trying to get my life together. And if he gave me a chance, like I wouldn't get no more tickets. And I didn't have a drug problem, but I mean, if unless you count weed as one, but I didn't get no more tickets after that. So like it all worked out pretty good.
You want to
I
save
think
yourself some money? Go to Goodwill, buy a real cheap suit, and wear that in there. I mean, the way I look at it, I dress up to go to a concert, so I might as well dress up to go to that clown show.
let's go. I
Yo,
think that
speaking of clown shows, so you're saying if I show up with a dirty old suit like the Joker, a fucking you know, in the one where he dances down the stairs and shit, it's all dusty and shit, and you know, but like you know, motherfuckers just trying though, like I think the judge could feel that, like, yo, look at this broke ass motherfucker try to throw on his old fucking grandpa's old suit to try to like be presentable, like you know what I mean? Like it'll work for a judge. You think it'll work on a date too? Like a chick might be like, man, this broke motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? He brought me the Sizzler and shit on all you can eat shrimp night and shit. But fucking, he threw on this old suit. You know what I mean? You attach a cool story to it, like this is my grandfather's suit, and you know it's when he met my grandmother. Like this is the suit he was wearing. Or some shit.
Yo, you show up looking like Damon Wayans and Mo Bunny, like his fucking homeless character. Remember that shit?
You can go to the judge all humble, but if you're trying to talk to a girl with that, you're gonna need a lot of personality to go with a shitty suit.
The only way I've
yo,
ever got laid is with my personality.
yo, Bummy just came up, so I got. Let me get in. Let me say something real quick before Bummy starts taking on the microphone. Um, CMOS and Weird Woodsy sound a little bit similar to me. Not exactly the same, but they give me the I don't know, a little bit similar. And the other thing I was gonna say before Bummy says "excuse me"
Excuse
is
me.
yeah,
What
is
y'all doing up in here,
real
mofos?
real quick, Bummy, real quick. Hang on a second. Is I know you guys aren't drinking, but it's almost it's almost midnight here. I've had a couple tall boys, and I'm raising my can. And anyone who's smoking, raise your bowl in because I want you to join me in a toast to no one in this room ever having to appear in court again. Here's to that.
Excuse me. Who's going to
Smoke
court? Who's going to court? Who's going to court? What the fuck's going on here?
What up, Bummy?
Tell me, guys. I haven't been in spaces for a few. I've been out and about. What up, my fam? What y'all doing? Hey, Big Joe, what up? Who the fuck is Uncle Sam? Frog, Cardano Bruce, Cardano Thor. All. What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. What y'all been up to? I've been
But
doing Jamaican. I got Dream Weekend, Ultra Rios Weekend. It's been a fucking bonanza, bro. Party all over.
Hey,
we're just talking about aliens and precision lightning strikes, Pastafarians, the difference between colanders and strainers, how you dress in court. Let's see, what else? How
Well,
people
Bummy,
talk in spaces.
How you
are there
dress?
a lot?
Haha.
Are there a lot of alien or UFO or any other supernatural sightings in Jamaica?
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of aliens here, man. You look around, you see some more ugly mofos walking around. There's a lot of aliens here, bro. Aliens. Yeah, a lot of mofos walking up and down. Sometimes look like, hey, do you kiss your mama with that mouth? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good to be here with you guys this morning. Just decided, I just jumped on the Twitter and then I said I was searching. When I look, I saw Ada Files. I was like, what? Hey, it's Sunday, Ada Files. I'm gonna jump in. Yeah, I heard Big Joe, and then he went all silent on me. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's falling asleep again or something. But
Oh, no, 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 no. He's reconstructing potatoes, mashed potatoes, trying to turn them into French fries.
yeah, oh, yeah, you need to call abstract for that. And get some extra potatoes to use. You know what I mean?
I don't think I used enough oil. It probably should have been like a deep fried type of
Yeah,
Yo,
thing.
yeah.
man,
You need to make sure that the oil is at a certain degree.
just call them mash browns. That's what it is,
Yeah,
mash
Oh
browns.
yeah,
yeah,
mash
yeah.
brown.
Instead of hash browns, call them mash browns.
But no, you know what you should have done? You should have tried to make potato cakes. That
Oh
probably would have worked
yeah,
out best.
Yeah,
But
that's what these are gonna end up being.
fine chop some onion into it.
yeah,
Yo, Joe,
man, yeah.
Dimitri's coming. Dimitri's coming to call you out, man. Here he comes. Like, get your arguments prepared.
Put on your cheapest suit from Goodwill because you're in court.
What if I
Oh,
throw egg in it?
All right. Yeah, so if you want to get serious, here's the problem with mashed potatoes. There's too much moisture. Just like hash browns, you have to get the moisture out of them, right? And unless you're like deep frying them and you don't care about oil splatter. So that's the issue. So mashed potatoes, too much moisture. So you won't be able to make what you want unless you're going to deep fucking fry that bitch.
You can make fries out of mashed potatoes. You just make them into fry shapes and maybe put them on a tray with some oil and then fry 'em.
Freeze them first, so they keep their shape. You got to freeze them, then drop
Oh,
them in the oil.
nice.
Are you listening
That's
to
what
this shit, Gourmeta? You better be taking notes.
Gourmet,
Yeah, what's up, guys?
you could eat that mashed potatoes and then take a poop in the field and then grow some more potatoes with that poop and then turn it into French fries.
I'm sure you can, but why does it specifically, like, why is it a question for me? I mean, that applies to everybody, right?
But your fucking name is Gourmeta, man.
You
Like
get,
gourmet.
Yeah, I mean,
it's baked right into the name.
I am planning on having not a mashed potato, but a potato chip challenge with anyone who's willing to take it on. So I suppose that's going to happen eventually.
I say, Gourmeta, you don't know how to cook.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I don't know how to what?
I said if you know how to cook, you gotta prove it.
you
Yeah,
gotta mute Gourmet. You gotta mute. What'd you say?
yeah. This is the cooking challenge. It's an eating challenge. So whoever cooks it is not the question. Whoever eats it is the question.
Whose microphone is more fucked up, CMOS's or Dimitri's?
I'm not even
Okay.
talking.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was. I don't think it was Seaboss's, but Who's the loudest person in the community? I mean, we've already established Ed and Pyro. You know, they have fucking super microphones or something.
Yo,
But
Jenny kills it. Jenny's like, I have to adjust my volume when Jenny's in a room. I don't know what kind of microphone she has, but it just like comes through. You can hear it through my whole house when Jenny's in a space.
I think length of time is going to be an important aspect of the success
Oh,
of the mashed potato tater tot things here.
yeah, I have an update for you guys about the eating challenges.
Length of time? You mean who can make the longest video about potatoes?
No, as in the time I'm going to have to fry them before they taste good.
The the outside will tell you it'll be a crispy golden brown if you got enough oil in the bottom. That's what keeps it together.
Let's have a contest to see who can cook the potatoes the longest and post your videos by midnight tomorrow. That's the deadline. Tag Cardano Stoners Club.
The French fry challenge.
Gourmeta, are potatoes a natural part of like the daily diet of Sri Lankans? But you know, do they have potatoes there now, or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they have potatoes here, but usually potatoes will be eaten as a white curry with rice at lunchtime, or it will be eaten with string hoppers as a breakfast food or as a dinner food. So typically potatoes are either white potato, which is like a white curry with coconut milk, or it will be devil potato, which is having chili powder, chili flakes, chili pieces, onions, spices, and it will be hot, a very savory dish. So this is,
Gourmeta.
yeah.
Whoa, Jesus. Sorry, that was me. I know what I sound like now. I'm Mike. Wow.
Yeah, so Gourmeta, I guess if people are asking you questions, you're gonna have to mute.
Um, I'm a big curry fan, and I pride myself of, having tried curries from all different regions and countries and stuff. But I have to say, I've never tried Sri Lankan curry, and I wonder, is there a big distinction between that and Indian curry? And if so, what is that distinction?
Yeah, there is a big distinction because to begin with, Indian, when you say Indian, there are at least 5 to 6 different areas of India, and the curries in each of those areas will be distinctly different from one to the other. But if you take Indian versus Sri Lankan as a whole, Sri Lankans have more variety and finesse in mixing the spices than Indian, because Indian, what you normally think of Indian is very spicy, that is to say, a predominance of chili and pepper. But in Sri Lankan cuisine, you will have curry powder, roasted curry powder, fennel, cumin, those sort of things as well. So it would, if you take Thai food at one side and Indian food at the other side, Sri Lankan food will be somewhere in the middle.
I'll jump in and say hello, everybody. Hey, Joe, thanks for bringing me up. I had a question about curry, but he just answered it, so all good.
Remember, Sri Lanka was known as the island of spices, and most of the world's cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka. At least it did. I don't know whether it still does with the fertilizer thing, which caused the production to drop. But until last year, like I think it was 60% or some massive number, 60 or 70% of the world's cinnamon was coming from Sri Lanka.
Fuck cinnamon.
Nah, no, I love cinnamon, but fuck Goldschlager and Hot Damn and what's the other one?
Firewater.
Firewire.
All things cinnamon suck.
My wife would love you, Moss. She totally agrees.
if I can jump aboard the cinnamon bandwagon, most of the cinnamon that's consumed now isn't really cinnamon. It's a similar tree bark that's ground into a powder.
Damn, Shep's a cinnamon connoisseur. How did you get your depth and knowledge of cinnamon, sir?
Well, being in healthcare, food service was a natural secondary for not being out of work in between patients. So you tend to, when you're passionate about stuff, you tend to learn a little bit about it.
You know what I just realized? We got Big Joe on the Cardano Stoners Club. We got CMOS, and we got Shepard, and we had Drew on other.
No, he's still
There's a bunch.
he's still here.
Is he still here? Oh, yeah, I see him now. There's a bunch of people on their accounts today that's confusing me and upsetting me, and I need some Tums.
Wait, you're on not your account.
But everyone knows this is me, though.
Touche, or whatever Jarhead says.
Wait a minute, you're saying touche to Jarhead or touche to me? Because I'm right.
Hold on a second. It's just me and JF. We're like the only real people. Everyone else is representing something else right now.
How come every time I come into space, people got to call me out as CMOS? Like, I don't understand. I'll be responding to a question. I'll be talking about something. And the first thing somebody's got to say is, hey, this is CMOS, right? Just so everybody knows, this is CMOS, right?
How would you like to be addressed?
I thought I was just way too big because I'm looking around like, what? Where's CMOS?
Okay, well, how about this? Talismo / CMOS. What is your real name, and should we just say that from now on?
Well, my name's Abraham, but it doesn't sound as cool. I mean, listen, when I if I were to roll up on you in a dress and tell you my name is Susan, the nice thing to do would be to call me Susan. So if I'm coming up in my Talismo outfit, call me Talismo.
That's a touche right there. Touche, sir.
All right. So
or madam.
Touche.
Let's just start calling whatever profile that you're on. We'll just say that name. So how about that?
It's just
Yo,
I feel
Cardano
like
Stoners Club.
welcome to the stage, Talismo, who's actually CMOS. Is there anything you'd like to contribute, Mr. CMOS? I mean Talismo? Like, I don't know why people do that.
Can we just start calling you Susan?
Sure, call me whatever.
That's good. That's a good one.
Remember that old song about a boy named Sue? Who is the guy? The man in black wrote that song. I forgot his name.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny
Cash.
Cash.
Yeah, I
Johnny
think
Cash,
I
boy
think
named
that thing
Sue.
about what do you call people is a good question. Like I'd like to be Dean, but I feel like I should come in here as Copper Seed Safe, but I agree with Talismo. Like if somebody comes in the room, it's probably good to call them by that profile name, right?
Wait a minute. I just thought about something. And be honest. When you call someone their name when they're behind a different profile, are you being arrogant? I know this person. I have a personal relationship with them. Therefore, I can just call them out by their name. Is that what we're doing here? Be honest.
No, I think it's just more like doxing. People want to people really want people to know that. I don't know.
It's context, man.
It's not intentional on my part. Let's just say that. So if I do say your real name or whatever, I'm just fucking saying it's whatever comes to mind at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not like hiding behind secondary profiles. We just have businesses. We're trying to get our numbers up, right?
That's true.
I'm hiding behind this.
Hell
We
yeah.
were trying to help you
All you
out.
fuckers are on here calling me Joe all day long. Call me fucking Stoners Club.
Would you
All
answer?
right, so be it. Yeah. Would you answer if we said that? We're like, yo, Cardano Stoners Club.
Talking to me?
Exactly.
I tried to get the lips thing off the ground, but it didn't really go too far. So, yeah.
Hold on, why were the lips on the ground, and how
we-
were you trying to get them off? What do you mean?
Long story.
Wait, are we back to the religion question? What's going on here?
That's a cool idea, though. You could put paint on your lips and then just kiss the ground.
Can we all just talk about the elephant in the room? If no one's gonna say it, I'll fucking say it. Clay Lips,
Fine.
your wife is way too fucking hot for you, bro. What the fuck is your problem? Like no one's gonna say it. I'll fucking say it.
This is an
And I was,
intervention. It's an intervention, Clay.
What is happening here? Wait a minute. I was gonna say something really raunchy, but I held back. Let's just say that I bring stuff to the table as well.
I mean,
Let's
that's
just say
how we're in Cardano, right? For the bitches.
That's right. Fucking, and don't forget, next Monday it's hashtag Monday Bitch Fest. So, it's not about crypto, it's not about projects or NFTs or anything. So whatever your bitch is, just fucking get it out so we can move on and not be bitchy the rest of the week because this is getting out of control.
Wait a minute.
Well,
When?
that's what we need. We need some sex appeal, right? So what if kids nowadays thought if they got a crypto wallet they could get laid?
Why Monday?
Hold on, this is moving fast. First off, I'm here for the sexy outfits that I can get to wear. Second of all, what?
Why Monday?
That only
Because it's
counts if we
beginning of
get to see those outfits.
I'll complain about any day, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but see, I'm trying to get it's coming off the weekend. It's Monday. Just get shit off your chest, right? So you can start the week right. Yeah,
I
that's
get
it.
it. Yeah, I get it. Turn that negative energy into positive energy.
Yeah, you're not fucking happy because it's Monday. Just say that, but it doesn't. So I just did this the other day just for the hell of it. And you know what? It was pretty good, man. I liked it. Everybody had fun with it. They weren't literally bitching about somebody else or another project or something. They were just having fun with it. Like, hey, I fucking hate cucumbers or some shit, or whatever. People were just bitching about dumb shit.
You got me happy thinking it was Monday for a second. Tomorrow's Catalyst payday, so.
today's Flaw's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. I saw you in the Catalyst Swarm space the other day, the Zoom call. Man, I am kind of boring, huh?
yeah. But like honestly, the catalyst fucking circle and meetings are all pretty fucking boring. Uh,
Oh, is that you, Big Joe? I didn't notice you there.
yeah. What's up, bro? It's me. Um,
It's
behind the
Cardano Stoners Club.
Stoners Club fucking account.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready to do business with Dr. Green Thumb. Money's waiting.
Yo,
It's
Ninja,
okay.
what's up?
I know
Yep.
you already said no.
What up, stud? What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Joe, what up,
What
brother?
up?
I was like, I just woke up a little bit. I'm like, I thought it was Sunday. It's like, is it Monday? I was like, fuck. My whole days are thrown off. Is there a Stoners Club? I'm thrown. I'm off. I was like, what the fuck
Nah,
is
it's
going
Sunday.
on?
I've been waking up earlier lately, so I'm trying to make a habit of just waking up earlier, sleeping a little earlier and shit. So, fucking.
I like that shit. I need to do the same, man. I'm with that.
Hang on a second. But what up, Ninja Nasty? But Joe, Cardano Stoners Club, excuse me. What tangible benefits are there to you personally for waking up early as opposed to staying up late?
I feel like I get more done when I wake up early, and if I wake up a little later, sometimes I'll give myself the excuse, oh, it's nighttime or the day already went by, and then I'll fucking bullshit all night and do a bunch of shit that's like not productive. But for some reason, when the sun's out, like I'm able to do more productive shit, like especially like outside type of shit. And fucking, I don't know, like the sun's energizing, I guess.
It really helps, I found, to knock a couple things off your to-do list super early, because then early in the morning you feel like, okay, well, I can slack off for the rest of the day because I already got a couple things done. But then that kind of drives you to get more done through the rest of the day.
Yeah, for me, like today's my deep cleaning, like my deep clean Sunday day, right? Normally I do it like at fucking night, but I'm trying to like get it all the fuck out the way nice and early, and then you know, fucking enjoy the rest of the day.
All while trying to make his reconstructed French fries. So he's doing pretty good today. Clay lifts. How late do you stay up every night?
Um, I'd say my average bedtime is 2 a.m., give or take.
And you wake up when?
About 8, 7:38. Got to grind, but I'll say that I believe that sleep is cumulative, and I usually grab like a 30-minute nap sometime, almost every day.
I completely subscribe in naps, whether it be a half hour or an hour. It's a good recharge and top off for your battery.
Yeah, is that I would assume that's probably a similar schedule to a lot of people in this community. Am I wrong about that?
You want to take a siesta in the middle of the day.
Indeed. Yeah, usually I read with my kids in the afternoon. If they're at school, they come home. I read with them, and reading makes me sleepy, especially reading aloud. So I'll read with them for like an hour, a couple hours, and then by that I'm ready to crash. I'm like, all right, guys, gotta take a nap. Uh, See you guys in about 30 minutes.
I have a parallel question, Clay. Do epoch days have names?
Is this a question specifically for me?
I'm just tossing it up there on the table.
My
Like
life's in
epoch days, like days of the week. So Monday is Meepoch, Tuesday is Teapoch.
Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac. What is what?
Damn, that was straight off the top right there. Nice. That was nice.
Weepoch, and then what do we call Thursday though? I guess Theepoch.
Popak?
Trupac. To promote Mamba and Hydra. Throughput. Trupac. In honor of reconstituting mashed potatoes, we'll call it Fry Pock.
Red Pock, Blue Pock, 1 Pock, 2 Pock. Oh, I fucked it up. 1 Pock,
1
2
Pock,
Pock,
2
Red
Pock,
Blue
3 Pock, 4 Pock, 3 Pock, 2 Pock, 1. Your Pock, he's Pock, who's Pock? None.
Let's go.
This guy's ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything he's got to say against me. I am white. I am fucking dumb. All right, I'll stop.
Nah, keep going. I'm trying to make some eggs.
Yo, we just had. I was telling them at the beginning of the Space Ninja Nasty. My daughter and I had like a maybe 2+ hour freestyle session at the kitchen table, and it was one of the dopest moments. It was a bonding experience. It was really awesome. And she's 10, and I didn't even know what I realized during that 2-hour session is that kids listen. She's been listening. She's been absorbing the power of the clay, and she just spit it all out.
Oh, that's pretty dope, man. Fuck it. How long is a session did you girl freestyle for?
We go for 2 hours. We hand it back and forth. I play some beats, and we just bring the laptop out to the kitchen table, and yeah, it's awesome, man. I usually do it by myself, just practice by myself. But she joined in today, and it was awesome. And by the way, I don't know if anyone else does it, but freestyle is very therapeutic and it's good mental exercise. And I feel like I'm not gonna have dementia until I'm at least 87, as opposed to 78, because of the freestyling.
I'm gonna start faking dementia pretty soon here. Maybe 40s is too soon, but like I start getting maybe late 40s. I'm gonna just start faking it. Oh, fuck, I don't know. It's been getting harder to remember things, babe. What? It's our fucking anniversary. Oh, it's fucking it's a disease. What the fuck you want me to do?
Whose anniversary?
Whoever, exactly. Who exactly?
She's like, it's our anniversary, and you're like, congratulations.
Yo, these potatoes might have been all right, bro.
Oh no, I call bullshit. I don't even know. What do they look like?
Like refried beans.
Throw some can of butter in there. It'll be fine. A little can of butter, hot sauce makes everything better.
They taste good.
All
There's
right, so I'm going
crunch.
to throw this out there. If no one's ever tried this, no one's ever gotten it. You remember Joey's hot sauce? You know, he's still around, right? But that truffle queen fucking hot sauce that he makes is out of control good.
Don't know about that, but I like the fake senility strategy. That works in your favor, man. And you can start simplifying things. If you just pick a good nickname, you can call everybody you meet like buddy or whatever you want. It makes things easier on you. They say
Cardano
Babe
hasn't had a
Ruth
good
did that.
beef in a while. Like we need a good fucking problem, like a good fucking, you know what I mean? So we could all get pumped up about it and shit and choose sides. Um, have you guys heard the fucking CMOS chalk diss? It's out there. It's floating out there. I heard it. I think that might spark up some shit. You know.
I heard something go down
Oh,
live.
wait, for real?
One space, yeah. Shillmania's in 2 weeks. The Ocho.
The Ocho, baby.
By the way, just a reminder, and Joe, it's a reminder for you too. I'm going to be introducing the championship match. I'll be the buffer type presence. So
I don't understand why everybody loves Chog just because he's got a little funny little voice that he makes. Nobody's asking questions about is he Kezi's current slash ex boyfriend that helped her break up with Portal.
oh, whoa, this is some new. Oh,
Talismo's got beef with Trog too.
I'm just I'm just saying, Kezi's living fat off the land with Portal, taking all of his money. Then she punches him and gets kicked out the house. Then all of a sudden she's hanging out having co-spaces with this other guy. That's this right-wing MAGA idiot. And all of a sudden Trog comes onto the scene and seems to know Kezi. I mean, I'm just putting the dots together.
damn.
I can't speak to any of that.
I don't know, man. Craig thought I was Trog in the first week or so, so you never know about it. You never know.
I'm hiding the fact that I am really an adult because it looks like my drawings were made by children.
Half the art in this space looks like it was made by children.
Hey, man, I worked on that shit for a long time.
Me too.
I mail you guys your gold stars.
I participated. I have so many certificates. My mom has them for fucking attendance because she made me go to school every day and shit. So I mean, I'm glad she has them. It really was her. It was her choice. I wouldn't have gone if it was up to me and shit.
Look where all that education got you. Look where you are now. Fuck
Fuck
school.
it. Trying to make tater tots out of old mashed potatoes is where I'm at right now. Um, so I don't know. Everyone has
Wait a minute.
their own definition of success.
This is a new wrinkle to the potato story. I thought it was a flat pancake type deal. Is it tater tots? Is it like a hash, like a McDonald's type hash brown? What were you making?
Well, I was gonna try to pull off some tater tots. That didn't work out too good. Um, so it ended up being like McDonald's hash brown type thing. Now I'm making eggs, and I was trying to keep the yolk intact. Two of them I was successful on. One of them just broke. I don't know if it's because of your voice that fucked it up, but
Coarse. I don't know if they grade it, but coarse.
Fucking I was gonna say fucking good morning, y'all.
Yeah, let's go. Cardano Robin.
What's good, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
chilling.
Yo, what up, Robin?
Man, CMOS got me cracking up this morning already. I don't know if this conspiracy theory is accurate, but it does sound pretty funny.
The only thing that did cross my mind as CMOS was saying this was Kezi's ex. Both her exes were like in the music shit, like in the music scene. So it's
I mean,
possible.
all I know is he's close friends with Bourbon, who lives in a different state. So I'm going to guess that they're probably not related or they know each other, but it could be. I don't know.
Either way, the beef is real between CMOS and the Trog. Once a live disc has been spit over the space airwaves and an NFT has been made with another disc as a rebuttal, I call that, that's real
Oh, it's
beef.
on. It's on.
Tell me more about this said NFT. Clay does not know about this NFT. Hmm?
Tell more, Clay, about this NFT.
Tell more, the Clay, about the NFT. Indeed.
Chaga wants to know more about Chag, huh?
Next
Trog's
time,
gonna
talk
come
to
in
his
here
face.
spitting fire right now.
We should all just have the Trog accents, like 20 people.
Was that a whippoorwill?
That's his text message notification.
Who's bird watching this shit?
Hang on, my Discord is blowing up. Yo, what is it with people in their Discord notifications? Why do they leave that shit on? They have some space, they start
Oh
talking.
my god.
All I
Oh.
hear is, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, what the fuck? Do people not turn that shit off?
I think Gourmeta does that. Gourmeta, would you like to answer this? If this is indeed the case? He's quickly changing his Discord notifications. He unmutes his mic. It's like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, actually, I have about 100 Discord servers, so they are always beeping. And I do turn off the notifications, but I haven't turned it off for all of them. So I just knock off Discord and I put it on only from time to time.
Yeah, just say put it offline or something, and you don't get the notifications.
Cardano Robin, what?
What?
This is really one of my favorite Sunday morning episodes.
Yeah, he's gonna draw a
There
line.
there are three challenges that have been made for eating. One is the taco challenge with Joe. One is a steak challenge with Tom Stokes, and the third one is a toast eating challenge with Toast Punks, which is an Ethereum
Did you
community.
say toast or toad?
Bro, that is the
Toast.
loudest breathing dog I've ever heard.
That is
I'm sorry, Dimitri. I had to.
Oh,
yeah.
I have an idea. I have an idea, real quick. I'd like you both to fill up a tub with not mass but weight, like maybe 10 pounds or 5 kilograms of mashed potatoes, and have a mashed potato eating contest. That's only fair. Like tacos, I don't know, like they could be have extra lettuce or extra meat or whatever. But mashed potatoes, that's an even. That's fair. It's universal. Mashed potato eating contest gourmeta.
You could drink mashed potatoes.
Straws are allowed.
hash browns or any other form of fried potato. But I'm not going to eat crappy mashed potatoes. Jesus.
Hey, I worked a long time for those.
Me too.
I think Cardano's probably like the most food um what's the word I'm looking for here? Where the fuck is Nudes at?
Centric.
Yeah,
He's
there
down
you
there.
go. There you go. That's exactly what the fuck I was gonna say.
Eccentric.
Hey, we're the food centric blockchain.
Yeah, exactly. Look at all the fucking projects and shit and fucking nudes and around the Stoners Club all high cooking and eating all the time and shit. Fucking yeah.
Well,
We should
I
keep
mean, the Ethereum community is getting ready to eat toast against me, so that's going to be something interesting.
Well, you fucking destroy them. Gourmeta, you fucking destroy them. You take no prisoners, you eat fucking double.
And put jelly on that bitch.
You're representing for all of us. We're fucking rooting for you. Is this gonna be live on a fucking Twitter space so we could go fucking raid that motherfucker and
Yeah,
get all the
jam
Of
that
spaces
course,
mofo.
together?
of course. The whole point is it's got to be telecast, and so that many hundreds and thousands of people can watch it, and NFT projects will come flocking to support it through sponsorships and merchandising and all sorts of brand representation for me. I'll get my kids college scholarships also through that. That's the whole point here. So we need more and more eyeballs on the feed.
Team Toast.
Yeah. So Dimitri, what are you guys going to
Hashtag.
use? Like
I'm
Twitch
sorry, I'm
or
pumped
what?
up, Jarhead. I'm pumped up.
Go.
Hashtag fuck Joey Chestnut and the fucking skinny Japanese dude that used to win a lot too. I'll fuck all them dudes. I'm sorry. I'm pumped up. This is Cardano. This is bigger than us individually, Jarhead. This is about like the whole blockchain. So I really want to emphasize that. Um, uh, Dimitri's representing for us. He's putting his fucking body on the line here. That can possibly double in size during the contest while he's fucking eating. His stomach could just, you know what I mean? He's gonna look pregnant by the time he's fucking done winning this challenge. I want to make sure that the people know how serious this is.
Yeah, we need the Cardano community to come and support in style.
Oh, we need it on some sort of Twitch stream or something. So I'm wondering where it's going to be broadcast. You could do a simul thing. Can't you do a Twitter space and a Twitch stream at the same time? Like I think people know how to do that, like Crex or some shit.
Yeah, you can do the two at the same time.
There we go. I think that's how it needs to happen. I
You
don't
know,
want to hear people
Menage
fucking
a
eating
trois,
toast.
baby.
Yeah, no one wants to hear that shit. I want to see you eating fucking toast.
I
Yeah,
definitely don't
no
want to
one
hear
wants to
that.
hear that shit. Fucking. Some of these dudes be on here having a whole fucking meal, eating a whole salad and shit, and slobbering on it, and fucking sucking up the juices and shit. Like they don't give a fuck. I've caught a bunch of motherfuckers on here doing that shit. Willie Boy, my co-host included, and fucking Bruce
Yo,
is always
Big
doing
Joe
that shit.
included. Big Joe be eating tacos. And, oh, I was over there. The blurp blurp.
Yo, you just made me into like the Mexican fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger or something right now.
Hey, I want to ask you though. This is serious,
Oh
Joe.
shit! Hold on.
I detected a little
Yeah,
bit of
we have to
like
work all that technical stuff.
Hold on,
Yo, you're
Gourmet.
fucking breaking up bad, Gourmeta. I couldn't hear nothing. You kind of
you just
interrupted
interrupted me to rug. I hope
playlist
you're
there.
rugging before the interruption.
A rug interruption.
A rug
I
eruption.
want to an interruption. I wanted to, I detected a little bit of bias, like from you, Big Joe, a little bit of anti Big Joe bias or pro Gourmeta bias, and I just want to make sure that you're gonna participate to your fullest and try to win this.
No, when it comes to me against Gourmeta in the taco eating contest, there's no bias. I'm gonna whoop his ass. But with him against the Ethereum toast eating challenge, I fully have his back because he's representing for us. So
Okay.
I hope that the taco challenge goes first, and then I whoop him, or at least push him to like the extreme, you know, to where he's like, "Fuck, I can't eat one more taco." But look at Joe not giving a fuck, you know. I'm just hitting the bong all normal, like it's a normal Tuesday night for me and shit, because I'm Mexican and I eat 20 tacos anyway. Um, and then I want him to take that energy to the toast eating challenge and to perform like even better, you know? It's like best of the best. Remember when they go fight the Koreans and shit?
Well, I don't know. Like if you beat him and then we send him to the toast eating contest, it'll be like sending our second fiddle, and that would I don't know. I could see it.
The US got away with this shit for a long time till they had to get the dream team. And if I gotta get my Magic Johnson ass, you know, and lace them up and go represent like on the second version of the toast eating contest, then I'll do that too. But I really think that our fucking look, we'll see how it plays out. I don't want to throw no negative energy. If I beat Dimitri in the taco eating contest, and then he does the toast eating contest, I want him to lift him. I want that to be a lifting thing, not like a breaking him down type of thing. You know what I mean? And if I beat him, I'll just beat him by one taco or something. You know, like damn, you just one up him. Boom, boom, boom. Just not like I don't want to destroy him. I want to make him better.
Yeah, yeah, big talk from a big guy, but let's just wait and see who's going to eat what.
You see, it's already working.
I mean, you may have the advantage of having eaten tacos all your life, but I've eaten a hell of a lot of other stuff. So we'll see
Do you guys
what.
have to eat it with hot sauce?
No, no hot sauce, just the regular tacos. The hot sauce challenge is for another time.
Cilantro and onion, or what? Mexican, American version.
It's going to be Sri Lankanized tacos with probably chicken filling of some sort.
Okay. So no asada, no pork.
No, no, not likely.
See, you got the advantage here now. Now I'm starting to notice.
Well, I haven't ever eaten tacos before, so Joe has an advantage in knowing what exactly it's going to be like. But since I'm eating a Sri Lankanized version of a taco, it's fine because I've eaten those sort of things before, so I know what that's going to taste like. So, and anyway, I'm determined to raise funds because we need that a heck of a lot. So I'm going to eat the shit out of it. It and
Hey, if you have a torta eating contest, I'll be down.
Yo, hold on. I got a question. Are we only raising fucking funds for Sri Lanka, or are we raising funds for the Stoners Club in East LA too? Or like, what's up? Or is that you're gonna get all the fucking revenue of all my hard work and
yeah,
taco eating skills and shit?
yeah, yeah, that's the one. Yes.
Yes, all Sri Lanka. Nothing to the East LA.
Yeah. East LA has got nice big bootied women. I mean, they don't need any more food to put into them. They need a few more like sausages and stuff to go into them.
you just fucking diss like my whole fucking side over here, like all my
I love the big bootied women. That's what I'm saying. I love it, but they don't need
oh okay
they
okay.
don't need any
And
more.
oh, it was a compliment. It was
Yeah,
a
it was
compliment.
a compliment. Yeah, I like the big on top. I like the big at the bottom, but the top big is better than the bottom big in my book.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try my best not to impersonate you right now.
Do it, do it,
I love the big
do
booty
it.
women. The bigger the booty, the better.
No, no, I didn't say the bigger the booty. I said the bigger the boobies. I said I like big boobies and small booties.
Oh man, me too, dude. Like Kanye said, I like a girl that ass that'll swallow up a G string and up top, two bee stings.
Boom.
Rockin' Robin. Tweet, tweet.
Sock it to him, Robin.
I have a question. Is there global parameters set for what a taco is constituted of?
There is no global parameter, but what we are likely going to do is weigh the number of tacos, like, and see so that we have an equal weight. I mean, there is no way to know the tacos that Joe is eating is exactly similar to the tacos that I'm eating. So weight to weight, it might be different. So, but we'll weigh the 20 tacos or the 15 tacos and have an equal weight so that it's fair. So maybe Joe's tacos are bigger and mine are smaller. So I'd have to eat more to match with Joe's weight. So that's the simplest thing to do in that sense. Since we are not going to be eating at Taco Bell, since there was a unanimous verdict that that's absolute crap, I wouldn't know. I've eaten only once in the States, but I didn't find that appealing. So I'm going to take your word for it, because the one time I had it in the States, I didn't like it either. So the better option is Joe will eat his favorite tacos and I will make my own version of the tacos, and we will go from there. But for that to be fair, we've got to have an equal weight.
I'm wondering, are you guys planning to have a real weigh-in? Because what if say Gourmet is like 350 pounds, uh, Joe's like 170? Is that
Pretty
fair?
accurate.
You mean the body weight? Or are you talking? You mean Joe is once?
Yes, that's
Okay,
what I mean.
okay,
Body weight.
right. So my body weight is 190, and I don't know what Joe is, but from what I saw in the video, I don't know whether he's 170 or 270. I'm not sure.
He's 190 kilogram.
So then we are exactly the same.
Oh, you're talking shit now, huh?
No, no. So I'm just saying, if you're 190, I'm 190. We are exactly the same.
The fucking camera adds like fucking 50 pounds or
50
whatever.
kilo.
Yeah,
Oh
90,
wait, that's
90
from your
kilo
couch.
is. Yeah, and there was a lot of smoke. I really couldn't tell. I mean, I was like spitballing to say what Joe looked like he weighed. There's like so much of smoke, I couldn't
Bro's
tell.
like 240, 260. Unless he's short, then he's probably like 230.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing: if you step
No,
up to the
nah,
fucking
we're gonna
plate,
talk shit. We're gonna talk shit, Jarhead. Don't try to defend him with his fucking Chris Rock looking ass body from CB4 and shit. You remember the
Pookie,
sex scene? You know what I mean? If we're gonna get to it, we're gonna get to it. Like, we're gonna see. Watch. This is a taco eating body right here. You challenged the wrong man right here. Sri Lanka versus America slash Mexico, because I gotta throw that in there. So
Yeah,
I start
but
getting comparing.
remember, I'm not going to beat you too hard because I want to meet that cute Mexican cousin of yours, the one you told me about.
If I ever fucking go to Sri Lanka, Dimitri, I'm gonna be on your beach with a gallon of baby oil all over my chest, and I'm gonna have like so many Sri Lankan women just rubbing it all over me, and I'm just gonna look over at you and smile because I know like half of them are gonna be your family too, and one of them's gonna be your high school sweetheart. You're just gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
heartbroken.
yeah. I can take any bet that none of them are going to be my family. But I'm sure that there will be lots of women, because there are lots of women who like the American accent. I mean, they just spread their legs for the American accent. It doesn't matter what you look like. So the American accent is a trick over
All
here.
right, let's go.
if, if they start calling my accent American over there, I'm gonna stay over there to live.
I just want to break in real quick right here and say I'm really pleased with this good, wholesome Sunday morning conversation. I bless you all.
Yes, Clay Lips, you need to make sure your little daughter doesn't come in like she came once before.
That didn't sound right, but she's sleeping now. It's well past midnight here.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
even
you
think we
remember.
got too raunchy this morning. We haven't gone too wild. We're just talking eating contest and let me see, aliens and shit. Yeah, we didn't even get to the crazy shit yet. We're good. Still fucking. I think it's still kid
Yeah,
friendly so far.
Ada Files just hopped in the room. What up, Ada Files? How are we doing today? Are you ready to get down and you know, yeah.
I mean, the question is are you ready to learn about the stuff that they do not want you to know? And what's crazy is when you capitalize they and then do and then capitalize not and then want and then capitalize you know what that says? They, not you, in capital letters. And that's pretty much exactly what's going on with a whole bunch of this bullshit. Uncle Sam right there knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, and Ada Files is going to tell you all about the ill-fated voyage of Admiral Byrd, who got his ass handed to him by the aliens, and then he had to turn the U.S. Navy flotilla back and come. So all that is going to be told by Ada Files.
Hey, hold on a second. Can I interrupt before I move on to other things? So Clay Lips, I have to give you a food update. So we're making summer sausage and sharp white cheddar cheese with orange popper, tomatoes, omelets this morning. That's what's happening.
Is this from Kara or is this from Jarhead?
No, she asked if you were in here. I said yes. She said give him a food update. So I just did.
Hell yeah. I actually have a nice omelet prepared for the morning. The ingredients are prepared in the fridge, so I'm gonna have to follow suit. Kara, if you're listening, I'd like a picture in my DMs so I can be inspired when I wake up in the morning.
What happened to transparency?
Or post it on Twitter with me tagged.
That's decentralization, baby.
And I also want to ask Ada Files. We have a bunch of people here under pseudonyms, under false profiles, pretending to be something they're not. You're one of them. So, how would you like to be addressed this morning?
I mean, everyone knows that it is I, Chatterbox. So, I mean, I really, this is not an example of an alternate persona profile of my own. This is just an IP and everything.
Mighty.
Indeed.
Yeah, you know what I just realized? A little irony here. We call you right now because your account, we call you Uncle Sam when referring to you, but your account is called Who the Fuck is Uncle Sam? But when we refer to you, we call you Uncle Sam. I don't know about you, but that's fucked up.
So,
Yeah, it is.
so is Uncle Sam Willie Boy, or is it Flawed, or is it one of the other artists who's in Uncle Sam?
It's
Yes.
Shepard.
It's Shepard driving the profile today and yesterday and the day before.
Oh, what up,
And
Shep?
and which one of the caravanners is Caravan today?
Andrew Donovan.
Nice.
Hey, so Joe, are you able to do your camera today? Last night I was getting everything set up to where we are able to simulcast this on Twitch for this episode. I'm thinking since it's the subject matter is Antarctica and all of the mysteries surrounding it and just all the shit, there's a lot of visuals to it. And so, yeah. Are you, do you have camera available, Mr. Host, sir?
Maybe I'll have to check.
What time does the Ada File start?
In just over 40 minutes, sir.
I'm having breakfast right now.
12:71 p.m.
If you're wondering, Ada Files, Joe made some fried mashed potatoes for breakfast. There might be eggs involved.
Well,
Damn, that
eggs
sounds
and
good.
toast. and black beans and avocado
He's already practicing for more toast.
and hot sauce.
I tell you what was really fucking good. Yesterday for breakfast, I made me like 4 over easy eggs, like real seasoned, like real nice and stuff. And then I had some leftover, some baked beans, some like southern maple syrup, like and brown sugar baked beans or whatever. And I fucking like mixed that like together and then put that on toast and shit. Oh my God, it was so fucking good.
There's not much better for breakfast than over easy egg yolks in baked beans. Are these Bush's baked beans or another brand?
Yeah, I can't remember the brand that was on sale at Tom Thumb when I bought it, but yeah, yeah.
I agree. I agree. We can. Where did you get the idea to have beans and eggs? Is this a Chad thing originally, or is this from international influence due to Twitter Spaces?
He's from Texas, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean it. Yeah, I mean beans in a meal is very very much a part of this region of the world. But no, just in all honesty, I was trying to. I wanted a little bit more than eggs on my stomach, but I didn't want to like get involved with anything else. And then I was thinking like what the plate of breakfast food consists of, which is a lot of like savories and also sweets and stuff. And so I was like, huh, maybe the baked beans will work. And it fucking did, y'all. It fucking did.
Go, man. Yo, Joe, I want some Napales.
Yo, man, if when the fathers are done right, it's the greatest thing. A tortilla, nopales, and some queso fresco, you're good to go, bro.
Now, what's the pales?
Cactus, you get the cactus.
Oh yeah. I've actually had I had a jar of pickled cactus before, little slivers of it.
Did you see the size of that chicken?
Huh?
Wait, was it peyote?
No, God, man, I've never. I've wanted to try peyote so bad. That one and DMT are the two psychedelics that I have yet to try. Um, but let me tell y'all something really quick. Stabby down there, he just got into the room I see, and oh my God, his fucking live stream that he did last night. Y'all have got to go on fucking YouTube and watch this shit. Oh my God, he's getting so
Clay agrees. Clay
so
agrees.
fucking good.
Stabby. Shout out Stabby.
And he's wearing, and like this one, he's like trying to like turn us all on and get us all sexual and stuff because he's wearing a sleeveless shirt, has us seeing all of his tattoos and stuff, and he's like sticking his tongue out to the camera, like come on, like wet motion in his hands and everything. Yeah, it's like, all right, Dabby, we all know you're an international sex symbol. God, back off, come on, save some pussy for the rest of us.
Wait, what the hell just happened? Who's hogging all the poontang?
Stabby
Yeah,
with
someone
all
say
of
something
his,
about Poon.
yeah, Stabby with all of his badass live mixes on YouTube, man. He couldn't even after his stream last night. I tried texting him. He couldn't even message me back because he had so many titties he had to sign.
Hell yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Have you done a follow up on how Moonfly feels about all the titties?
She's the one inspecting them and checking IDs and everything. Like it's a business. It's a whole thing they got going over there, man. Like it's bigger than you ever could imagine.
Damn.
So, just to let y'all know, give a little teaser for today's show. Like I said, that it is on Antarctica. We are going to go over many, many things, some of which you probably have heard of, others of which you may or may not have heard of. But what's awesome, like I was saying earlier, is we have got the simulcast component that's going to be on here. So that means that while we're listening on Twitter Spaces and talking about all of these things, we're going to be able to go over to Twitch on a second screen And so everything that we're talking about, anytime we're looking at maps or any kind of stuff, I've got some amazing stuff to show you on Google Earth. Went and did a lot of research about finding a lot of crazy shit on Google Earth last night in Antarctica and everything. But yeah, we're going to be able to follow along with that Dogmata. I don't know if he is awake yet or if he is going to be, but if he is, then we are actually going to see his lovely face pop up on Twitch as well. And
Is it lovely? It's lovely.
I mean, I'm expect. He's got a lot of clientele. You know what I mean? It's got to be easy on the eyes a little bit. But yeah, if everybody could retweet out the post, I'll pin it to the top for the show coming up. And I hope that we see every single one of y'all there. And yeah, I see Clay Lips has got his hand up.
Yeah, I've never used Twitch before, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So give me the lowdown. What do I have to do this?
It's real easy. On Twitch, you don't have to even like sign up or do much of anything. Like now, if you don't sign up and everything, you will get like the little 15-second commercials every like hour or once in a while or something like that. But you can just go to twitch.tv/chatterbox. And that's going to be the URL. And I'll post when we get in the show. I'm going to post up to the top the Twitch link. I'm going to post up to the top the show notes link and everything. So for those of you that don't know, the Ada Files, when we're going over all things mysteries and conspiracies, metaphysics, paranormal, all the crazy stuff, while staying very relevant in the ecosystem of Cardano. We like to look at this show as an interactive show. So it's not just me and Big Joe and some special co-hosts and stuff coming up and talking about these things, but we're going to be doing the show through Twitter Spaces so that y'all can come up and be a part of the show and ask questions and everything. Now, what's awesome is the Twitter Space is not going to be recorded, but the Twitch is. And so I was working last night and got all of the audio patching available or like done. So when you're somebody that's viewing this show from Twitch, you don't necessarily need to be on Twitter Spaces unless you want to interact. But you watching on Twitch will be able to hear when we take questions from the audience and stuff from Twitter Spaces. That will be piped into Twitch and everything. So I did get that officially looped together last night.
Hey, Chad, while I have you here, I listened to the Jeremy Corbell interview. I listened to the Bob Lazar interview before that. I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I have to say that Jeremy Corbell might be the most irritating person I've ever heard talk. What say you?
I understand his position. I understand where it's frustrating, and I also understand where his position is. He spells it out on there where, as soon as he started opening up the door to all of this stuff and started coming out publicly and speaking, everyone under the sun started sending him shit. Videos, photographs, stories, just all this shit. And his fear of what he's doing, his number one fear is to go and release something and go on a tangent about something and it wind up being bunk and not real. And so as he said, he sits on things for years until he releases them. The photograph of the little sphere thing out of the F-18 window that there's those 3 photographs that Congress saw that pilot or the Wizzo he took a photo with the cell phone in the F-18 apparently. One was of the spheroid, the other was of that little like badge looking thing, and then the other thing was like of a blimp kind of looking thing. all three of those were like given to Corbell in like 2015, 2016 or something like that. And then they weren't released until like 2019, just due to them trying to validate all of these different things, which is going to be fucking incredible if the US government actually starts streamlining it. For those of y'all that haven't watched it, one of the things that's like a mic drop that he's brought up on this is that Congress right now is working on passing a congressional, I forgot what he called it or whatever, but essentially anybody that has worked for a private corporation, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, any place where they possibly could have been experimenting with black shelf technology or creating some sort of technology. Maybe it was reverse engineered from UFO. Maybe it was just like secret stuff left from like the Tesla era, what have you. They're working right now to have a congressional statement get like, put through the legal system to where anybody that worked on one of those unlawful projects without constitutional oversight, they have the right to completely rip up their NDA and not give a fuck about punishment. And they have the right to come forward to Congress and explain every single bit of what they have with impunity of getting in trouble. And this is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Y'all.
You got to worry about the cigarette smoking man. He's still around.
He is. But one thing that that Corbell also brings up is I had no idea about this. This could be another Ada Files episode, Joe. Is in the 70s there was this thing that Congress did to the intelligence agency called the Church Committee, and so we all know all of those old stories about the CIA like experimenting on like towns in the 40s and like spraying LSD across like a small town, putting stuff in the water supply, experimenting with all these like people like unbeknownst to them. Apparently all of Congress condemned the intelligence agencies back in the 70s, and it was called the Church Committee, and it was for all of these atrocities on chemical experimentation and biological experimentation and just all of these heinous murders. But just but this was the US government essentially seeing in the 70s that the intelligence agency for decades had been completely acting way bigger than their britches, and so they had to come and knock them down. And now 50 years later, we're seeing the same thing again, but this time with reported technology that they have in a back room that we don't have out in the street right now.
That's crazy, man.
I strongly
I'm looking forward to
recommend
seeing your next set. When is it going to be?
Well, as far as today's show is actually happening in just under a half hour. We start at the 20th of the next hour. Today's episode is on a different subject. It's on Antarctica. Now, don't think for one second. I was tossing up for the last 48 hours trying to figure out in my mind, okay, do we do a whole episode on this Corbell like update thing, or do we do just kind of the next one on the rung? And we're gonna do the next one on the rung right now, but I want to have a little bit more info come out. I want to see Corbell maybe on one more podcast coming up or something, and then I think we should do kind of a recap episode of just kind of like where all of us as humanity has kind of come to with the understanding of what possibilities these other as Corbell put it, these vehicles piloted by other than human intelligence.
I thought about reaching out to you this weekend, Chad, because like I said, I've been doing a little bit of a deep dive. You're obviously more knowledgeable than I am about it. So I was thinking about opening a Clay as a question space, inviting you to it, just even if it's just me and you, to fill me in on all the blanks, because this is fascinating shit right here. I'll be in that next one. But that guy, man, it's not even about like he's sitting on stuff or he like doesn't know what he should say and what he shouldn't say. Just his general demeanor is irritating. I wish that there were a different spokesperson for this whole thing other than Bob Lazar. That guy just like,
Is
I
it
don't
so?
know, rubs me the wrong way.
Is it kind of like your feeling? Is it kind of like that dude on Step Brothers that's like, I don't know what it is about your face that just makes me want to fucking punch
Yeah, it's his voice. It's not his face. It's his voice and he talks in circles. Like, and I woke up yesterday and I had some beans and toast for breakfast, and then I went out there, and then did I mention I had beans and toast, and then and like Rogan's trying to get what's your point, bro? What's your point? But Bob Lazar is like super chill. He articulates things well. He talks in steps, and you can understand what he's talking about. And then this dude breaks in, disrupts the whole conversation. Not into it. I don't like that kind of talking. I don't like that kind of talk.
But like, think about also like what they were talking about Lazar. You know, when he was there at S4, which is a sub research area of Area 51, which it has been confirmed that he did. Apparently, Senator Harry Reid came out publicly and confirmed all of his employment there and everything. But you know, while he was there, they would give the people that are working in those labs like briefings, like daily briefings and stuff. And some of the stuff, you know, when you look at it compared to, you know, because Lazar was there as a propulsions, you know, expert to look at the back engineering of that propulsion system. But the daily briefings that they're giving them is like stuff that's explaining about how the human genome has been altered in the past, and the species of the vehicle that we've recovered is from the Zeta Reticula region and stuff. And so when you have those things, like, because it's like, why the fuck is the government telling some like little fucking engine scientist in Area 51 all of these secrets? And it's like a lot of it is probably misinformation and disinformation for the purpose of maybe you know, if it gets back around in those so many words, they know that he said something. Or maybe it's like a hide it in plain sight sort of thing that they mix up, you know, half fantasy with half reality, so you don't really know which part's real. But you know, what I'm getting at with all of that is that's the reason why you have Lazar so calm. Like, I don't think he's cool and collected. He is calm, but he is so fucking confused as to what he saw in 1987. Fast forward to 2022, like I remember when I was 15 and I saw that UFO experience. Like today at 36, I can't tell in my mind, was it a dream? Did I really see? Like, it's been so fucking long. I can't even, like, gun to the head be like, yeah, I fucking saw that in Garland, Texas. For all I know, this is a lie that my mind's made up for 21 years. I don't know.
Dude, that's not very conspiracy theory of you.
Nice.
That was like the most anti-conspiracy, very logical, rational, very like well thought out thought process, as opposed to the hardcore like conspiracy theory I was hoping for. I like to go down the rabbit hole and listen to you, because I'll be honest, I'm like the opposite of a conspiracy theorist. Like, I don't believe any of them, almost any of them.
We're gonna
And I
do that
love
for you.
listening to it with you though, Chad. I fucking love it.
Well, this isn't Chad anymore. This is Alex Jones. And, you know, we're going to do this, you know, for you with Antarctica and everything. But, you know, I mean, the CIA is turning the frogs gay and all this. And we got Ada Frog in here and he can tell you all about that. But yeah.
That's
Are you
interesting.
making fun of Kyle right now? Do I have to whoop your ass?
Ada Frog. Well, I have 3 questions now. I had 2, but the first question is, was Ada Frog, were you once straight and turned gay? The second question is, does propel mean to be pushed forward from the back, like by a booster? I don't know how to explain it. Can it be pulled? Can propel be to be pulled by something? Does that also mean the same thing? And the third thing is, have you guys seen or heard about what these people are talking about, how these all medium vehicles can go from space to the atmosphere to the depths of the ocean and back again without changing speed or without being like, I don't know the words I'm trying to look for, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Ada Files, Ada Frog. Ada Frog left. I think I offended Ada Frog. Sorry, Ada Frog.
I told you not to talk shit about Kyle. Y'all ain't gonna get an ass whooping.
Sorry, everybody.
While we're waiting for him to come up again, if he's coming back, like, so yeah, you're the trans medium, or the yeah, what was that new term that they called, that they were saying? It was
Cockwaffle.
Yeah, it was cockwaffle. That's their propulsion system. It's the cockwaffle propulsion system.
The fucking squid. Yeah.
Speaking of squid, Corbell said that the armies, pretty much their MO of what they do, or the military or whatever, is they do not fire on a UFO unless it looks like there's a payload on board.
What
So
the
like
fuck is the payload?
like a bomb, or like a something that they could shoot off. And so, like, when they're seeing those cubes inside of the bubble, like the clear bubble, they don't fire upon those. But he said there's this jellyfish looking one, and the tentacles that are down at the bottom, like the military, perceives them to potentially be payloads. And so the jellyfish ones, the military actively shoots at all the time. All right, y'all. Well, I've got to go.
Kyle's gonna come back soon.
Yeah, I've got to go get ready for to get on stage and everything. So
yeah, 20 minutes. You said, right? 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Ada
That's
Frog
right.
is coming back. I was just talking shit to you, Lips. Don't worry.
Chad, where is your Twitch address available in your profile there? Ada Files, I'm sorry.
Yeah, please post it so we can stay tuned.
Yeah, it's for right. It's my personal Twitch right now. So it's just twitch.tv/chatterbox, just like my regular
Do you
username.
have a link that we can post at the top so we can see it?
I can put it up. Yeah, hold on a second.
Everybody got abducted by aliens, or what the fuck? Yeah, that fucking dude, he's just the new fucking Friedman dude. The Friedman dude who's like your fucking UFO guy that you guys have all come to know every time
Lex
there's a
Friedman?
UFO thing. Yeah, that guy. I think. He wrote he wrote a book back in the day about Roswell or whatever, and then he became the UFO guy. But I think he's just what do you call it when the government or the fucking Illuminati place somebody right there in charge so they could just give us the information they want us to have. He's like a plant or whatever, fucking. And that's what this new guy is. He's just the guy, the middleman that they chose that can give us the information that they want us to know. And the other one's getting old already, and he's gonna die off. So they gotta install this fucking new younger one. And that's why he's so fucking annoying. He ain't good at what he does. But he's the one that's chosen. So fucking, he's the one that's gonna be bullshitting us for the next 50 years and our kids. While the real shit that really going on, they don't want us to know.
Hey, real quick, Joe, before I jump off here, camera for you today, yes or no?
Yeah, that's a negative there, Ghostwriter.
All right.
I'm not fucking. I would have to fucking get up right now and go run around and find my charger and see if the battery for the fucking camera is charged, and then I gotta connect it to my laptop, and then I gotta fucking figure out how to make that shit work with the USB cord, and yeah, I'm cool. But for next week, let's see how this we could still do it with you being on camera and me being on the space, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I've actually there's an awesome website that anybody in the future, if y'all want to help, do co-host and stuff like that, you just go to the website, connect your camera through the thing, easy to follow instructions, and you just send me a link. I can put that link in my OBS and put you anywhere on the screen.
It's
So,
also so they whack you first before me, and then I got a chance to get away and shit.
dude, they don't whack people like me. They hire them.
Well, they do whack people like me. So.
You see, we got Kyle back up here. What's up, my man?
Hey, man, not much. Just trying to take a minute that I don't have, but I'm good. I'm good. We're doing all right. Just had a rough
Shout out
couple.
to Indoja.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's coming along. It's coming together. So, we're gonna hopefully not shoot ourselves in the foot, but it should go pretty smooth. So we'll move into that. I think we'll move into the sale this month, and that'll help us stress test, kind of at least identify kind of like operational test points for the printer network. And then, from there, it's kind of just streamlining into the marketplace. So, I mean, development's already streamlined. So we should be ready for Rare Bloom, or CNFTCon, but we got a lot of other stuff coming too. So we've got to scale and internal staff as well. It's just we got a lot to do. We're going to enable a new market in the NFT space, guys. As a heads up. I was going to tell some funny stories. I mean, I can tell you like cool shit. You guys want to talk about cool shit in Cardano, or you guys want bullshit?
Cool shit's kind of cool, I guess.
I mean, either way, we can swing around to it. I mean, I burned my nuts a couple weeks ago. I'm talking about that if you want.
How'd that happen?
I fucking my bike broke. And started tearing it apart to figure it out, and it ended up being the fuel pump, and a new one was like $500 from Italy, and so I went ahead and got it. But then I really like fucking riding, so I got one on eBay, and when I got it, the fucking inlet where the fuel line connects to the pump, it had a little crack in it, and I was like, this motherfucker. But I was just so eager, so I plugged it up anyways, and it's not a hard job. You just gotta drain the tank, pull it off. Make sure you hook all the hoses back up right. And it's like a few wires you gotta unhook, but I got it all back together, and I was just really stoned when I was doing it, because it's kind of it's about an hour job or whatever, and I was mellow, and I hadn't cranked this thing up in like a month, and so I got it cranked, and it cranked right up, and I was really excited. I was like, yeah, and I just started revving. I was revving, and I looked, and all of a sudden my balls they were really cold, and I looked down, and it's just spewing gas all over my nuts, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, fuck, that pump's bad. So I turned it off, got off the bike, and like 3 seconds later, it just started burning, like hot sauce was all over. It's like, ah, oh, fuck. So I'm like fucking running as fast as I can, like losing my drawers. And it was a interesting experience, but yeah.
That's crazy.
But I'm good now. I'm good. I'm where I need to be.
Send pictures and pin them to the top.
I did. They're everywhere.
Do you have a wallet address? I want to send you a pair of titanium scrotum NFT for that story, because you definitely earned them.
You here. You DM me when you get that NFT. I will take it. I take Eox crack. I take all kinds of cool shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, I got them. They're ready. It's just
Oh,
about
you got steel balls? Hell
yeah,
yeah!
titanium scrotum.
Fuck
There's
yeah, man!
69 of them. I'm
I
gonna
will.
give you
Okay, thank
green ones
I
because
will. I will give you a jet chicken in return. I appreciate that. That's very kind.
wow, awesome. I'm not used to getting return favors like you know.
Really? Yeah. Anybody? I got to give you some return shit too. I'll give you. I mean, I can give you jet chicken, or I can give you like something else cool if you want. Something from the OG days.
The space buds look pretty dope.
That
Fucking.
I only got two.
You only need one.
Yeah, no, they dude, Alessandro gave me, he made Space Bud number 3 for me and gave it to me, and I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. That was awesome.
Did you vote? Did you vote for C? Recent vote?
No, I didn't vote. I'm keeping my fucking Space Bud number 3. No, hell no. I didn't vote. What is no? I mean, were we supposed to? I mean, I just didn't have a. I don't know. Maybe did he already hold a vote?
I think they were holding one in the Discord, or I don't know if it's still ongoing, but they had like 3 different options of the artists that gave like an example of their style.
Oh,
I thought
oh. Well, I don't care. I mean, they've already after they've already decided that they're going to change the art. I don't care. I'm not giving mine up. I mean, I'm not going to change. You know, that's history. I don't care if it's his. I don't care if it's
When keeping it real goes wrong.
well, no, it's like this. It's weird,
No, I'm
right?
just playing. Just play, dude.
No, this is like keeping it real. Let's like say like something great happened in history, like an event, like I don't know, like some supervillain was stopped or some shit. But the way he was stopped is someone grabbed the Mona Lisa off the wall and smacked his fucking teeth in. Like that's what went down, right?
You know, I kind of use like an analogous. I always think of it as like, you remember like old error cards? Like, I don't know if you guys were baseball card collectors, but it's like having an error card, kind of. That's a terrible analogy. Really bad analogy now that I'm realizing it's a recorded space, but I think you guys know.
No, it works. Like the Billy Ripken card from like '89 Tops or whatever.
Like they
Shut
call
up,
them
Bill Ripken.
right? Like misprints.
Billy Ripken, the black box on the butt of the bat. Who just said that?
Like misprint.
Yeah, well, no, somebody remembered. I was gonna give him a lot of cred. The Billy Ripken error card. That was the most famous like error card ever.
That was me. Because didn't it say "fuck off" or something like that on the bat, so they blacked it out?
That's exactly what it says. Dude, Jarhead, you really do know everything about everything. Holy fuck!
Wow. Is everybody being quiet or am I getting rugged?
Nah, I'm one of them hosts that when it gets quiet, I like to just let it play out. And
Okay,
I was
cool.
just getting
No,
coffee
it's
here.
cool. Like I'm in Puerto Rico, so I get rugged a lot. I just want
no, yeah, for sure. I know there's a lot of hosts like they feel like, oh, I gotta say something here. I like to just be weird
No,
and be like, yo, let's see who's the first one to be
I'm
like,
more like,
hey.
is there a big story? Is something coming to get me outside? You know, something going wrong? Is a storm coming? Cool. But yeah, no. So like, we're gonna do some cool shit with NFTs, guys. We're gonna try to enable 3D printing, like get physical prints of NFTs, like a 3D NFT market. And so like,
When you say physical print, do you mean like toys, like an actual like item?
well, yeah, kind of, I mean, a toy or something useful, or I mean, initially from an NFT perspective, like you've got market of NFT drops, right? So everybody's hyping on that. So we can leverage that and enable projects to do 3D designs that are printable or whatnot, and different components that are interchangeable, and enable drops like that so they can be fulfilled by a decentralized network of participants, right? People who operate 3D printers very well, who want to get paid and who want to continue to get paid. And so that's kind of like we're going to do that internally with our own NFT drop to kind of stress test operators and figure out how to, implement decentralized fulfilling into kind of like, when we move into a true marketplace. But the marketplace is cool in itself because it's a little bit different than, like an NFT drop, just dropping an NFT drop and then users get to decide whether or not they want to print the NFT, physical copy of it, and, with a surcharge. Marketplace is a place where kind of like anybody can create a design. Like you could create, we got a guy on the team who creates tool holders for special, custom for various tool brands, I believe. And so, people can hang tools on their garage wall, and it's just such, some people are fucking really tidy, and he sells a lot of them. And so he could essentially put these into the smart contract, and every time someone wants to have one manufactured, someone else in the world can manufacture them, right? So they don't necessarily have to buy from him. And so he can get a royalty anytime someone else fulfills it. So it gets a little wild. So we can do that with, action figures, tools like butt plugs, anything, and it can get crazy. So even the NFTs that we sell, so we're going to do a Space Coins rocket drop to start out with. So we got some SpaceX engineers on the team. And so since we're too early to have them building like our own 3D printer, it's real sophisticated, takes a lot of money. We got their feet wet with Cardano by having them take their skills. They design rocket engines, like real rocket engines on, like, I think Falcon or whatever. But these guys went and they designed a 3D rocket, a 7-component rocket, and their specialty was putting together joints. And obviously the design, they look cool and everything, but they're jointing and that design, it's extreme mechanical expertise. And so um, we worked through it, we tested, we refined it. And so the rocket drop is going to consist of like a 7-component rocket. It's got like a nose, a body. You've kind of got a fins, you've got door, window, flame, engine. And so there's various components you get, just like any NFT. It's random, different rarities, and they'll be interchangeable. So if you buy a few rockets, you can build them however you want, and that kind of stuff too, like Legos. And that's kind of the idea. And then we want to take it a step further and get them working kind of like on joints for like wrists and heads and that kind of stuff, and then partner with sculpting to where we can actually do figurines and things like that. But the idea from a high level is to create the economic opportunity for these printer operators. And so leverage the NFT market to do that. So we'll do one drop and kind of feed that to get that going. And if that's successful, we'll obviously we want to be able to serve customers. That's important to do what you say you're going to do. It's the best of your ability. And so after we test it internally, we can hopefully continue to kind of feed that market in a way that is not super profitable for a doja, but it serves the printer operators and it feeds them until we get to the market. And if you think about like kind of how their role is, it's kind of like Uber or Lyft. You pick up jobs when you want them, and so that's the opportunity there. And from an NFT perspective, it'd be kind of cool. So I think I don't know if anyone's done a 3D NFT drop on Cardano yet, but that should happen this month. So we're moving into that pretty quick.
Quick question for you, Kyle. And that second question about the 3D NFT drop, I think you mean like STL file NFT drop, not like 3D, because
well,
we have
they
plenty.
have to be STL files. So
Yeah.
so we're gonna IPFS the STL files, but we've got an application space printer, and it's a little pulling large STL files can be cumbersome, and when you start to do like modeling, they get very large, right? And so we're gonna have to CDN it too. So there's going to be a path to decentralization as well. It's not going to be instant decentralization overnight in order to provide a good user experience.
And my first quick question, I see Lido has his hands up. This is more of like a softball question to you. Are you still looking for more operators and printers? And if they are in that group, should they reach out to you?
Well, if you guys are running a printer, or run a 3D printer, want to run a 3D printer, we've got them. I've got or come hang out. We have opportunity. I hope we don't overshoot ourselves in the foot, but we should have opportunities for you pretty soon. So if you operate a 3D printer, there's definitely, I think we're gonna charge. I forgot what we settled on, but there's good money, decent money in it. It's I think it was 75 or 100. I don't remember. I think it was 200 ADA, I believe. 180 or 200 ADA and that's with the print. And the NFTs alone are just be 50 or something. So but most of that money goes to the printer operator. So there's, but we've got to, obviously we'll figure out just for price when it comes to it. So yeah, there's an opportunity for printer operators. If you design 3D design, that there's an opportunity there. We'll be incentivizing all of this. So initially, we're incentivizing the 3D operators that are helping us now, token incentives. When the marketplace launches, we're going to, there'll be large incentives for all participants. And so, but Lido, if you got a question, you can
Yeah,
talk.
just quick question, then I have to hop off here. Are you worried or concerned or addressing any like copyright type protection of those STL files, or is that because you can't really do that, I guess, if it's going on IPFS and stuff, or is the value add just the ability to print those things?
Yeah. So we made a design decision really early on. It's a great question. We, from a copyright perspective, you can't protect somebody's IP. So like if I wanted to, and from the marketplace perspective, like if you really wanted to go and get something on IPFS, if it's there, then they can get it. So so in a decentralized way, I don't think we can do that now. In a centralized way, when the marketplace, since we're going to be CDNing files, we want to have the concept of networks like within there. So like if I were having an NFT drop, I could say, oh, I only want a Doja network printer operators to be able to serve that so I can maintain a standard and things like that. So I think we can get into that, but it's something we're looking at because we do have a client who needs to protect their files, but I don't think we can do it in a decentralized way without building a 3D printer itself. And then, I'd have to have a couple questions that I'm unsure of. I'd need some help from probably our tech guys, but I think that's our inflection point. But what really that gets us in building our own 3D printer too is we can limit the number of prints, and being able to do that opens up everything, because now a manufacturer can say, okay, Mike printed one screwdriver and only one screwdriver, but you've got to be able to verify it, and there's a lot to it.
That makes sense. Big Joe, I see your hand up while you're going. I have to drop off here, but I would love to be able to print me a titanium scrotum. So if you can make that happen when this come online, that would be great. Thank you very much. Peace, everyone.
Yes, of course. Anything for the 24-hour marathon governance, man. You'll have that coming your way to your wallet very soon, along with Ada Frog. I got my hand up because I don't mean to break up your little Black Panther party, but fucking Chatterbox is on live on the Ada Files, so we're gonna go to that Twitter space, and he's on Twitch as well. So yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day if you're not following us over there. If you are, well, I'll see you over there right now.